Have you ever wanted to be a guest on High Crimes? Become a $10 patron and you'll be randomly invited to join us on stream. Okay, what's up guys? How's everybody doing? Welcome to High Crimes. What's up guys? What's up Arnie? What's up Young Mind? I don't know who's all here with me. I was having a little bit of a technical problem there, but I got the stream started. Alright. Yeah, Dirt has been having mic issues lately. He needs to get a new mic, so he probably won't be here. And Red Eye, I'm not sure where he's at. He doesn't know we're doing a High Crime, so I was trying to tell him earlier. We'll see if anybody and any of them join. Anybody who's a $10 patron, you can come and join me. If any of those people want to join me, you can message me like on Discord or whatever. You can take care of that. What's up, Crow? Damn caffeinated Crow. Well, this one's a short one, but yeah, this one, you might be right. You might be right. So, guys, please consider helping me here with the goal in the top right corner as we do this stream. Also, please hit the like button if you haven't yet. We're at 4 likes right now. We could do better than that. How about at 10 likes here, I'll drink a beer for that. We're at 4 likes right now. Let's get the likes up. This first story's gonna be a short one. We'll probably cover mostly short videos during this. But I guess we'll go ahead and get into it. This one is cops catch daughter crushing mom with car. Sounds like a very positive story. And if you like Ewu, which is the channel I mostly try to cover on these streams, there's a link in the description below to the original video. It's a good channel. So, alright, let's get it started here.
They're all right. Come against the wall. He's still in there. I don't know if she's high or crazy. What? She's saying she's
it's being weird if somebody pinned against the wall.
Back up.
On June 15th, 2024, a quiet Ohio neighborhood is thrown into chaos after a woman is pinned to her garage by a vehicle with her own daughter behind the wheel. But when she refuses to cooperate, Miami Township officers find themselves in pursuit of a desperate driver willing to risk everything to get away.
This lady over here's pinned.
All right, stand right here. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get onto the car now.
No, I'm not going.
64-year-old Joyce Millette remains trapped and fighting for her life as her 23-year-old daughter, Anna Millette, is just seconds away from putting even more lives at risk, including a dog sitting inside the car.
What?
Get out of the car. Get back to Earth.
Get out of the
What's up, Matthew?
Get back to Earth.
Watch out. Don't get it, man. Don't go. All right, watch out.
Damn.
Mary 16. She's fleeing. Get out of the car. Black actor headed towards Bay Chilton.
As Anna makes a desperate escape, officers begin a high-speed pursuit. Meanwhile, emergency responders race to save her mother.
Have EMS respond in now. Ma'am?
I can't move.
All right.
I can't move.
Can't move. Okay, stay with me, okay? What's your name? I'm here, okay? Stay with me.
Oh, I throw up.
All right. Right there, okay? If you got to throw up, you're fine. I got you. Stay with me.
Gotta get up.
You got her? Yep, got her.
As Joyce's fate hangs in the balance, Anna continues to lead officers on a chaotic chase. With her driver's side door swinging open, She barrels through back roads, continues driving even after losing her front right tire, and
Whoa.
races onto the highway.
Damn.
But as she swerves across the road, the pursuit comes to a violent end.
Get a hands on.
I don't know about the pepper spray thing, Hank Chill. She was in a car. If she takes, I don't know. Car still worked. She could have like been more dangerous trying to get away with mace in her eyes while she's driving.
Run, run.
back! Get on your back!
Got it. Over here.
Slow down.
We're 375 just across the bridge near level middle.
Come on.
Despite the severity of the crash, Anna and her dog have made it out alive.
Oh, dude. Okay, I'm glad the dog made it out alive. But did the dog really have to be included in this? Jesus Christ. Well, of course, why not do this all while having a dog in the car? Nothing, nothing dumb about that.
However, as officers begin reading Anna her Miranda rights, her refusal to cooperate reignites, giving way to a series of
Guys, 3 more likes on this stream and I'm gonna chug a beer. I'm trying to make sure the stream does really good here. And I'm hoping we can do good on the goal as well up there. Give the stream a like, or you think Jack is ugly. Do you think Jack is ugly? You better not. He's the cutest. Okay. He's the cutest.
unsettling statements.
Hey.
I want to go back. Can I just
Anna, stop.
Anna, please
stop.
just shoot
Get in the car.
me. Jesus Christ.
Stay in the car. Slow down.
I want to die! Please! Please! Please let me jump off the bridge! I don't want to eat anymore! Please! Please! I don't want to be dissected!
I don't want to be dissected.
That wasn't my mom!
This won't be the last of Anna's disturbing remarks, as she will soon provide a bizarre explanation behind the day's events. But for one responding officer, her behavior isn't entirely unfamiliar.
Yeah, we've dealt with her before doing
Hold
the
on,
same
hold on. I'm
thing.
the only person on the stream right now, so hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Normally I have at least... I'm sorry, Arnie. Normally there's more people on here with me.
Decent boyfriend down regardless.
Is she
People on here with me.
an impaired person, or is she just a mental?
I think it's a mental.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The incident involving her now ex-boyfriend occurred in May of 2022. However, police reports do not provide a full account of what transpired. For that attack, court documents show that Anna was convicted of felonious assault, served 7 months in prison, and was released on parole in 2023, a status she was still under when she struck her mother with the car. Back at Joyce's home, emergency responders desperately try to save her life as she's been critically injured in the attack. Police then turn to witness accounts to reconstruct the moments leading up to the incident, where one woman paints a particularly horrifying picture.
The black Acura, I don't know, like, who the players were. But
Yeah, we need red eye.
it had, like, turned around.
I messaged him.
Just kind of like a normal turn in our driveway. And then I saw the girl, or a woman running on the yard.
Okay.
And the Acura came up on their lawn.
Yep.
And, like, stopped to not hit the tree, it looked like. Like, I think the woman was in the tree. And the woman ran into the garage. Her car came over here somewhere. And
Okay.
Investigators will soon discover that Anna's understanding of what she did is far removed from reality. She is then transported to the hospital. There, a detective sits at her bedside, hoping to get answers. But with every statement, Anna's account only becomes stranger.
My ex-boyfriend was a demon. When I went to hell, and he ripped my face off.
Where was that?
At my sister's house, and then they also ripped
I'm
my
sorry. I shouldn't be laughing probably, but geez, just all the stuff.
body off in that camper. They ripped my body
neat.
apart. I have a video of it. And he replaced my whole family. And he's trying to erase me. He looked at our family photos, all my photos of me in our car.
From your house?
Yes. They tried getting rid of my whole family. They replaced them with like other people, like other like clones or something, or like fucking like non-humans. I just wanted my family back.
As Anna details her side of the story, she makes it clear that in her mind, the woman before her was no longer her mother.
It's an alien or something. Like I looked at her closely and I took a picture of her. I have it on my phone. She's not human. And she had my phone in her purse, and I grabbed her purse and she just started dragging me down the road. And she's not an old woman. She's extremely strong.
Right.
She's like an FBI agent or something. I shaved my head because she threatened to scalp me.
Well, why did she threaten to scalp you?
I don't know. She threatened to beat me to a pulp and scalp me.
Security camera footage from the day before captured a tense exchange between the mother and daughter, offering a glimpse into the events that may have preceded the attack. A relative would also tell investigators that Joyce had spent the night before the terrifying ordeal with another family member, claiming that Anna was beating her up. By the following morning, the situation would escalate to a deadly level.
She kept running away, and I had a broken leg. I'm not running away, but like instead of getting in the car with me, she just kept going I don't know. I just drove forward in the garage, and I had to back up. And I was in so much pain. She was by the side or something.
Okay.
But she didn't get hit or anything.
Audio portions of the attack were also captured by a neighboring security camera, where screams can be heard echoing just seconds before Joyce is struck.
I thought I was a hostage or something. I wanted to be returned. I didn't want to hurt anybody. I didn't want to hurt the car. I didn't want to hurt anybody. I didn't want
to hurt the car.
I just wanted to have peace at last. I do love her, but it's not her anymore.
As Anna is transported to the Claremont County Jail, she makes a claim that will haunt her for the rest of her life.
I didn't kill anybody, though.
That's not for me to say.
It's not a decision. I didn't kill anybody.
Okay, well, Anna,
No, it's not a decision. I didn't kill anybody.
Tragically, that's not true. 64-year-old Joyce succumbed to the injuries she sustained during the incident. According to police records, she suffered a crushed pelvis, which caused extensive internal bleeding. Joyce's obituary remembers her as having, quote, gently left our world, leaving behind 4 beloved grandchildren.
It's unfair. I need to be released. I didn't kill anybody.
According to court documents, Anna was charged with 1 count of aggravated murder, 3 counts of murder, and 4 counts of felonious assault, each with a repeat violent offender specification. She was also charged with 2 counts of failure to comply with an order or signal of a police officer. In July of 2025, Anna pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter and felonious assault, both with repeat violent offender specifications. The following month, she was sentenced to 21 to 26.5 years in prison, while the remaining charges were dismissed. Watch our full videos as they were originally made.
Oh, dang. What's up, Skeptical Jesus? So, I forgot to say earlier, there wasn't anything much funny to say during that video, but sometimes, some crude humor, dark humor gets used on these streams, on this show. And so I just want to say, we always like to say before we get started, is that this isn't your grandma's true crimes podcast. Sometimes we use dark humor, sometimes some crude jokes, but it's all in good faith. We're just trying to have fun, and we don't mean any disrespect to the victims. Although I haven't done that yet, but soon enough I will if I keep drinking. Say some crude or dark jokes, I mean. No, Arnie, no. There's longer videos. We just haven't covered as much of these, so there's lots of these to cover and stuff. Sometimes I'm just going back and forth. Yes, Kabibi. So, everyone that's here, please do me a favor and hit the like button on the stream. I'm surprised we're not doing better with the likes so far. I'm just trying to see us get to 10 likes right now. So, the first 10 likes for me to chug a beer. We're at 7 likes right now. Oh, dang. And people can tip also to get me to chug beer or smoke. And you guys can tip to pick which videos we cover. You can choose between the ones we're looking at and everything. I like to only cover this channel or these channels. Specifically, the EWU channels. You like the shorter ones, Arnie? Yeah. It's kind of a cool thing to switch it up. Sometimes do streams where we cover the shorter videos, sometimes longer. But yeah, right now we need 2 more likes on the stream for me to chug this beer. Is that possible for us to get right here? Dang. So yeah, I see 9 likes right now. So, I don't know which one we should cover next. There's 96-year-old missing man found in the most unexpected way. Routine welfare check ends in double murder. Gator attack takes a deadly turn in seconds. All sorts of crazy stuff. I don't know which one we should cover next. We can look at other ones too. It doesn't have to be from this list here. These are the newer ones that we haven't watched yet. Alright, I'll just choose. I'll just play the next one here. We'll play a 96-year-old missing man found in the most unexpected way. Gator? Alright, fuck it, Arnie. Let's do Gator.
901, do you need police or fire or medical?
Yeah, I'm at Little Big East on State Park. My girl just got bit by a gator. She's real bad.
On June 28, 2026, 31-year-old Brittany Clark is brutally attacked by an alligator on one of Florida's Blackwater rivers. As the call continues, her boyfriend Chance and best friend Jaden desperately try to keep her alive until help arrives.
Please, hurry. Please, hurry.
Is the gator still nearby?
We don't know, it's dark water.
Are you in the water?
No, we're next to it.
You're okay, beautiful. You're okay.
We need to stop the blood.
Okay, get a towel, I'll have a towel. Here. I can't move. No, it's okay, we're good.
No, we're not.
As the dispatcher sends first responders racing toward the river, Jaden reveals that the alligator is still dangerously close by.
Come on. We're good. Okay, he's going away. He's leaving. Where's the gator? Is the gator?
Roxy Peach coming through with a $7 tip. Thank you, Roxy. Yeah, guys, please be like Roxy and help with the goal. That would be awesome if we could accomplish the goal tonight. Roxy, do you want me to drink or smoke for that tip? Tell me, Roxy. It's all up to you. Thank you.
They're coming back?
No, it's going away.
Okay, whatever.
We're good, love. You're good. You're okay.
Okay. We do have help on the way, okay? I'm just going to need
I'm sorry, my best friend.
Okay, how bad is the bite?
Horrible. Her arm is dislocated. Almost as if dislocated. Both her arms.
Both her arms
are off, like basically. She's going to be okay. She's still breathing. Her arms are so bad, bro.
12 minutes into the call, Jaden finally hears the sounds of Seminole County deputies nearby.
Where are we?
5986.
It's bad. She's gonna need an airlift. Okay, yeah, we got him coming.
Where's she at?
Right here.
Okay.
Despite the severity of her injuries, Brittany remains remarkably alert and coherent as the deputy tries to slide a tourniquet up her left arm. It's still attached, but barely, with a devastating injury at the shoulder. With almost nothing left to secure the tourniquet around, he moves to her other side, where her right arm is catastrophically injured from the forearm to her wrist. Brittany's right hand is barely hanging on.
Ow.
I know, baby. I know.
Ow.
I know, baby.
Ow. Come on.
We're trying to.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
Sun, get me out of the sun, please. I can't breathe.
Here, keep breathing. You're
Yeah,
breathing.
you're okay, man. All
You're
right.
talking, okay?
Yeah.
You're talking.
You're okay.
Just keep talking to her.
No, put me down.
You're not even up. Stay with us, Brittany. It's okay, Brittany. We got help on the way, okay? Stay with us, Brittany.
They're pulling up, okay?
Stay with us, Brittany.
Pulling up.
Chance continues to reassure Brittany, staying as close as possible while everyone encourages her to keep talking. Whistles ring out from the trees, alerting them that paramedics have reached the scene.
Hey, over here!
Down here!
Hey!
We see you to our left! Keep walking!
Over here! Let's go! Please hurry! Please.
Do you guys have a stretcher to load her now?
We need one.
Rescuers take over as Chance steps back, giving them room to work. With no time to lose, they wrap Brittany in the blue beach towel beneath her and prepare to carry her.
I'm so sorry.
Great, thanks.
I'm so sorry.
You're doing great, Brittany, okay?
Hold on, we need to get her slid. We need to get her slid higher up on
We need...
Okay, just three.
1, 2, 3.
You're good. Baby, I love you.
Got it.
Hold on, watch out.
I'm going to take safety inside here. I got 5 from ATV 48, 23.
Damn.
We're coming through, guys. We're coming through.
We got it.
We got it.
Roxy.
Watch your step, fellas.
Once they make it through the trees, they transfer Brittany onto a stretcher. Her body has turned visibly pale from the severe blood loss. but she continues fighting to stay conscious.
Stay with us, Brittany. Come on, Sam, breathe. Stay with us, Brittany. No. I can't breathe.
You gotta strap this thing on.
I can't breathe.
Okay, we're gonna help you breathe. Do the best you can. You're doing great, Brittany. Stay in there. Here. We're gonna get you the help, Brittany.
With Brittany finally on her way to the hospital, one deputy heads back to speak with her boyfriend, Chance.
So what's going on?
I think like we're all just sitting there chilling in the water talking, and like a 12-foot gator snatched her, started trolling her, death rolling her.
Once an alligator has a secure bite, it may perform what's known as a death roll, a violent spinning maneuver used to subdue and dismember prey. This may help explain why Brittany's left arm was twisted and nearly torn from her shoulder. Though Chance can't stop wondering if he could have done more to help, they'll later learn what he risked trying to bring her back to shore.
I tried holding the blood in.
Yeah, good. Good.
You did a good job, man. You did a great job.
You did what you could. That was good. Listen, we're going to get her to some good doctors.
Her family's in California.
What's that?
Her family's in California. She's not giving us
Well, it's
her grandma just passed away 2 days ago.
Did you see what happened?
I did. I was right back.
Yeah.
Did I see what happened?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know that's
Okay.
a tough question. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And maybe we were literally in there for like, okay, honestly, like 9 minutes max, 8 minutes probably.
Yeah.
Not even. And we're just in the shallow. It was all shallow. All like our thighs and like our hips. It was that shallow.
I'd assume the only reason her arm's not ripped off is because everybody else started freaking out and scared the gator away? I don't know. We're not able to see the footage of it, or there isn't even footage of the attack, but that's the only thing I can think of why the gator would have stopped.
Late June falls near the end of alligator mating season, when the animals can be especially active and territorial. They also don't need deep water to be dangerous. As ambush predators, alligators often wait in shallow water near shorelines before lunging at prey.
I probably should have known better. The river in Florida, I get it. I'm from Florida, but like, that's horrible, bro. Why her, bro?
Thanks to you, we were able to track down where you guys were and get her the help as soon as possible.
I suppose, yeah.
Okay, you did a great job. Okay, are you from around here?
Oh yeah, I'm from Orlando. Me and Brittany live together. Yes.
As deputies continue to gather information, Chance begins describing the attack.
Did you see the alligator prior to this at all?
No.
At what point did you see the alligator?
Once, yeah. When I've seen his face walk on
Is that Copper Cab?
Okay.
when she was getting twisted around.
And then she got pulled.
She got pulled underneath multiple times. I kept trying to drag her out. I was dragging the gator with me.
After physically struggling with the alligator, it finally released Brittany, allowing Chance to bring her back to shore. About an hour after first responders arrived, a Seminole County detective saw the 13-foot alligator still moving through the water. He dropped into a prone position, took aim, and fired a lethal shot to its head. According to police records, a second alligator measuring just over 12.5 feet was also euthanized in the area. Tragically, Brittany Kaylin Clark later succumbed to her devastating injuries, cutting her life short at the age of 31.
Damn.
According to her obituary, Brittany moved to Florida following the death of her best friend, and she brought along her beloved dog Hokie. She later built a career as a heavy equipment operator and a life centered around the outdoors. In a heartbreaking open letter written to Brittany and shared on Facebook, Chance wrote, "We had so many things planned out and memories to be made. You were such a special person and did not deserve to go out in such a way. I love you, and don't worry about Shady and Hokie. I'll take care of them forever." Watch our full videos as they were originally made, with no randomly muted words or details cut. We've also dropped brand new EWU videos available only.
Damn, on the Dank Dumpster Patreon. Alright, so the first two were not very I don't know, those are crazy stories. Oh damn. Oh damn. Does Roxy, I believe it was Roxy that did the $7 tip. Roxy, do you want to pick which one we cover next? There's two right here. Yeah, that one was very brutal, and it makes me glad I don't live anywhere near where gators are. Like, there's definitely dangerous animals around where I live, but it doesn't really get that crazy. But yeah, everybody please hit the like button if you haven't yet. One more like on the stream and I'll chug a beer. There's 96-year-old missing man found in the most unexpected way. Routine welfare check? Alright, let's watch this one. So this one's routine welfare check ends in double murder.
Chatham 911, what's the address of the emergency?
Oh, damn.
My daughter stabbed us.
Your brother did what?
My daughter stabbed us.
A desperate 911 call sends police racing to a home in Bloomingdale, Georgia, where they're forced to confront two emergencies: a severely injured victim and an attacker still on the loose. The following footage has never been seen before.
Where are you stabbed?
Why?
Where's your daughter?
I don't know. I'm in the hospital.
Take a deep breath for me. Try and calm yourself so you can give me some information, okay? We have help on the way for you.
Officers race to the home. It's a familiar address, but as they step inside and call out to the residents, they're met with an ominous silence.
Bloomingdale Police Department! Holly, come out! Police Department! Holly, come out! I hear noise. Okay. Police Department! Oh my gosh, oh my god. She's right in there, she's not breathing. Oh my god, there's two victims. 840, I need EMS and fire. We have two victims that are stabbed.
Inside separate bedrooms, officers find 61-year-old James Doolin and his sister, 62-year-old Shirley Doolin, lying in pools.
It seems kind of weird to me. Wouldn't the EMS already be on their way if it's a call from somebody saying that they're stabbed in their home?
Of their own blood.
Why would she need to call EMS at that point? I mean, unless they were already on their way and she was just informing them of that. But it sounded like, I don't know.
Someone's coming, hon. Where are you bleeding, okay? Just breathe, okay? EMS is coming. Okay, come on.
EMS arrives moments later and begins assessing both victims. James is still breathing, but Shirley, who has lost a devastating amount of blood, is beyond saving.
Does she have a pulse?
No.
While EMS throws themselves into trying to save James, officers focus on locating Shirley's daughter, 35-year-old Holly Marie Scott. But as they begin tracking her down, another call comes into dispatch, one that they never anticipated.
911, what's the address of your emergency? That would be Morgan Road.
Okay, is this in reference to a cutting, ma'am?
A stabbing. I stabbed my mother and my uncle because they're child.
Okay.
They're literal child. My mother, my son, or something like that. I don't know what happened, but they're child, and I just killed them. So I guess I'm going to jail.
And you said they're child.
They have video after video after video of child.
It's a startling accusation, one that investigators will later examine. But the dispatcher's first priority is finding Holly before she hurts someone else.
Okay, where are you, Holly?
I'm driving.
You where?
I'm driving to Devon Road. That's where my son is.
With no way of knowing what Holly intends to do when she reaches her son, the dispatcher alerts officers that she may be heading towards him. Meanwhile, back at the trailer, emotions are running high as officers grapple with the tragic turn the night has taken.
We were here earlier, that's why.
Look at me.
We were here earlier, that's what
Okay,
makes me mad.
all right.
We knew she was high.
According to police records, officers had been called to the trailer by a concerned Holly just hours before she attacked her family.
Hi.
Hi.
We got a call?
Yeah, I gotta go to prison. I got time left and I can't survive out here.
Okay.
Where, darling? Sorry?
Where you gotta
go?
You don't remember?
I want to finish my time so that I don't have to be on trial out here for everything.
What do you mean finish your time?
Sorry?
What do you mean finish your time?
I don't know. Sorry.
Are you on anything?
No, not right now. I'm trying to help my mom. Her falling out, so.
Her what is that?
Her falling out of her body. There's all over the bathroom coming from her. Okay.
You're not in any trouble.
What the fuck? What? Her asshole's falling out. Okay.
I just want to figure out what happened, what's going
Do I
on.
look like this forever? Covered in Do I look like I'm covered in
No, hon. Are you? No, we don't see anything.
Do I have brown skin? No?
No, honey.
Is your mom available?
If I have brown skin,
Is your mom available to talk to?
No, she's on the toilet. So,
okay.
Yeah.
As the officers took Holly's information, she went to go check on her mom, who called out to them from the bathroom.
805. What you say?
What the fuck?
She said I have a colonoscopy tomorrow. That's why I'm passing.
Oh, okay. Stand by one. She's taking the medicine to clear her out.
Confident that Holly's mom was okay, officers.
So she's just taking the stuff that makes you shit a bunch. Okay.
Turned
Not
their
that big of a
attention back
deal.
to her.
Okay, I have a question for you. What were you talking about? You have prison time left. You want to go back? Can you explain that to me?
No, I think I was speaking for somebody else's memory, honestly.
Oh no, she's either she's on it now or she's coming off of it.
The officers left without incident, never imagining they'd be coming back to a crime scene mere hours later.
Okay, the road you say you're en route to, is that Devon?
No, I don't think I'm going there. I'm going to get to the end of this road, and then y'all can pick me up, and I'll just go back.
Okay, end of what road, Holly?
Old River Road.
Okay, you're going to the end of Old River Road?
Yes, ma'am. I think, unless my gas is going to run out soon. All right, I'm going to pull into a subdivision.
However, when officers arrive and scour the area, she's not there. Back near the crime scene, officers speak with James and Shirley's relatives. Although they know little about what happened tonight, they describe Holly as having a long and troubling history.
From your knowledge, you know if Miss Holly's usually on drugs? Does she take any medication?
I don't know. She's had a past history of being in and out of jail ever since she was 15 years old. So she had made terroristic threats in New York, when she was 15 years old. So then she's been, in and out of probation and
Yes, ma'am.
in and out of jail, and it was the whole situation. But she's been in a lot of trouble and drug use and alcohol. And last I heard that when they said that she was schizophrenic, she was bipolar, schizophrenic.
Holly had recently been released from prison and was living with her mom and uncle while on parole. However, messages from Shirley to a friend indicate things weren't going smoothly, with some detailing how Holly smashed their TV. Still on the phone with the dispatcher, Holly's explanation for the murders becomes more and more concerning.
She got possessed by Satan, and then I did that. So someone wanted me to do it.
Oh, possessed by Satan?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. All right.
Where's Whiskey Tom at? Where's that guy at?
Finally, after talking for several more minutes, Holly gives the dispatcher another location.
Holly, hello?
Yes?
Okay, you still there?
I'm at the Quick Trip now.
At Quick Trip?
Yes.
Officers immediately redirect toward the gas station, but as they close in, Holly makes another disturbing statement, this time about her car.
I don't know if there's a body in the trunk. Well, let's find out.
Okay, what'd you say, Holly?
Let's see if there's a body in the trunk because something just said check the trunk.
Okay, you talking about your trunk?
Yeah, there's no body.
Holly's rambling statements continue until an officer pulls into the Quick Trip parking lot and spots her.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Turn around! Get on the ground! Get on the ground right now! Hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back!
Hi. Oh, God.
805, you can clear it. She's 1095. You're under arrest. You know what for? You got the knife on you?
No, sir, I have no weapons. None.
Where's the knife at?
None.
With Holly detained, officers check her trunk and confirm that no body is inside. She is then advised of her Miranda rights and agrees to speak without an attorney present.
What happened?
I was sleeping and I came out of my sleep and I grabbed a knife and I stabbed my uncle twice in the chest. I wanted to do more, but he got up.
Despite EMS working to save James, his wounds are too severe, and he succumbs to his injuries. His autopsy report corroborates Holly's story. He suffered 2 stab wounds, one that pierced his right lung and another that pierced his liver. Evidence in his bedroom leads investigators to believe he was initially attacked while in bed.
And then I went into my mom and I stabbed her like a couple times. I feel like it was 8 times.
Shirley was stabbed 6 times, including once in the upper shoulder and neck area, severing her jugular vein. She also suffered defensive wounds to both palms.
So what made you call 911?
I had to.
You knew you didn't?
I planned from the start to do that. Not the start, that's not what happened. When I was driving, I didn't have a place to go. What's the question, sir?
What made you call 911?
I killed my mom and my uncle.
You just knew you needed to call?
Yes.
I got you. Did you know they were dead before you left? Huh?
Because Holly had said she was driving toward the home where her son was staying, officers confirmed that he was safe with his grandparents. Investigators later arranged for the child to undergo a forensic interview, and according to police records, the investigation found no evidence supporting Holly's accusations that he'd been sexually abused.
He's dead to me now. So you don't have to worry about it. My son, I'll never see him again.
Oh.
No.
According to court documents, Holly was later indicted on 6 counts, 2 counts of malice murder, 2 counts of felony murder, and 2 counts of aggravated assault. In February 2026, she pled guilty to the malice murder charges combined with the aggravated assault charges. Holly was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole. Watch our full videos as they were originally made, with no random.
Damn, boy. That's crazy, boy. Damn. And yeah, that woman was definitely not mentally, why did God create schizophrenia? He did it because sometimes, sometimes it makes things a little more entertaining. What can I say? Hold on a second. He did it to test us. Yep. Okay, so alright, so everybody hit the like button if you haven't yet. Please help with the goal in the top right corner. I have the link pinned in the chat for the Streamlabs. We're 7% in on the goal. Let's get a tip train. And let's see, what was I gonna say here? So I guess we'll cover the story right here. 96-year-old missing man found in the most unexpected way. Let's do it.
I have a missing senior, 96-year-old. He did not take his walker, he did not take his phone, and he did not take his wallet.
Although the worst thing with gators is normally they'll take something and they'll go hide it. And let it soften up.
When a 96-year-old man goes missing without a trace, his family fears the worst. But they're about to learn that help can sometimes come from the most unlikely places.
Hey, Booms. Find him.
In May 2026, a woman calls 911 with concerns about her father, 96-year-old Ray Cornett.
911, do you need police, fire, or medical?
I am not sure. I have a missing senior, 96-year-old, who apparently has walked off from the house and hasn't been able to be found for over an hour and a half.
Okay, is she diagnosed with anything? Any mental health?
He has very poor balance, he cannot hear, and very poor eyesight.
And you said he cannot hear?
No, almost hardly at all. And he usually uses his phone to translate speak to text, but he left his phone here, or else I could find him.
A deputy heads out to speak to Ray's daughter about the events that transpired before his disappearance.
When's the last time you saw him?
About 11:30, he was laying down to take a nap.
Okay.
So I went to lay down because I had a headache. And then when I woke up, he was gone.
Okay.
And he did not take his walker, he did not take his phone, and he did not take his wallet. So that means he only has his cane. And I'm worried to death because he's out here in this heat somewhere. If I just hadn't had a headache.
According to NOAA climate normals, average daytime highs in the area exceed 80 degrees Fahrenheit by May. For a 96-year-old man like Ray, prolonged exposure to that heat could quickly become dangerous. But as his daughter will soon share, the heat isn't their only concern.
Does he have any physical issues?
He has an aneurysm next to his heart.
Okay.
Come on, thank you. She's got all kinds of things, but he had a stroke last June, so he's got some weakness in his legs and the balance. He can't walk in the dark or without his eyes open. So if he got someplace dark, he could get confused and fall down.
Gotcha.
He simply can't do it. But it's bright daylight, so it should be.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any pressing medical issues that
no pressing medical issues.
Something could happen to if.
No.
Doesn't mean we're not going to look for him. I just want to make sure.
I know. I'm not reacting very well, am I?
No, you're doing just fine, and it's okay to be concerned. Don't worry about that. All right.
Yeah, I am freaked out.
It's okay.
If he went to get the mail and somebody pulled up, like he's a typical old person, right? He's like paranoid of everybody. There's no way, like
he wouldn't have got in a car with a stranger. Not willing.
Unless he was really confused.
With no sign of Ray several hours into their search, deputies begin to consider a grim possibility.
But as far as the dock and the water, does he go down close to the edge of the water, go sit on the dock?
He will mow close. I can't keep him off that lawnmower. He gets close to the water there. I was watching because I'm so afraid he's going to tip in. But he will go out on the dock when it's cool.
Okay, a day like today?
It's too hot.
All right. Right, he'd have to come out to the edge and then go in. I don't see any footprints or anything down here like somebody was walking in. Right, yeah, it's all mud right here.
Yeah, the water is the only thing I'm thinking kind of worried me.
Because you slip down in the water and he's weak-legged and everything else, not be able to get out.
He's thrashing around and they think it's prey or something. Although the worst thing with gators is normally they'll take something and they'll go hide it.
Yeah.
And let it soften up.
While Ray's family and deputies focus their efforts around the lake, a neighbor points them in a different direction.
Do you have any thoughts on where he might go to?
The woods.
Okay. Well, you're checking out there right now,
That's
too.
my number one thing. He can't get far enough to be off the block,
Right.
I mean, they went and looked for him with a car.
Right.
But the woods, he could fall there in a heartbeat.
And the only thing I can think of is he was curious about that house, which you could barely see.
Ray has now been missing for over 6 hours, and with nightfall approaching, fears around his safety only grow. Deputies have still found no trace of him, but they hope the arrival of another team might shift their luck.
The bloodhound is on the way over here.
Okay.
It's going to be a minute before they get here because they had to come from a good ways off. But then they can do a track at that point, and hopefully we can get somewhere with that, too.
Okay.
Bloodhounds are often used by law enforcement due to their ability to pick up scents that are days old. And a canine named Boomer is about to demonstrate just how remarkable the breed can be when tasked with a search and rescue mission.
Find him! I'm not seeing anything that's telling me he went this way either. Like, he's more interested out here, but it could just be because of the water. Hey, he's right here.
Oh.
Hey, I found him in the woods.
You didn't find him. The dog found him.
Ray, you okay?
You should take credit for this.
Ray?
Aw.
Yeah.
If you could find any UFO cult stuff like Heaven's Gate, that would be cool to watch.
Dude, thank you so much, Hank Chill. I really appreciate you. That's awesome. I was hoping we'd do good on the goal tonight, and we're off to a great start. Thank you so much. Yeah. I don't know if there's any UFO stuff that's on these channels. There might be something similar to like that, but there are other show ideas I'm planning on putting out and stuff here. Starting, I said at 10 likes I would chug this beer, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I see we're at 11 likes right now. And thank you so much, Hank Chill. Would you like me to drink for that or smoke for it or anything like that? If so, let me know. And yeah, I'll think about that. Maybe there's something I can cover that you'd like.
Yeah, he's back here.
Thank you, Hank Chill. Cheers.
Though seemingly disoriented, Ray appears to be unharmed.
Ray? Hey. You alright?
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, that's not
Mr.
blood.
Ray, you
I thought
okay?
it was blood. It's a red flower.
You
I thought there was
alright?
blood on his head.
Here, we're
at
just gonna
first.
try and set you up, okay?
Find me.
We tracked you with the dog. Here. We can find you. Do you want to try and sit up?
I did a silly thing. Yeah, well.
Well, that's okay. We got you. How long you been out here? A couple hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Longer, probably.
Yeah, Temple.
I guess my daughter was very worried.
Yep. Well, everybody's been out looking for you, so we're glad we found you, okay?
I'm glad they found him. I was worried about him. I was like, no.
I'm glad you found me.
Yeah.
It's a happy story.
He was trying to go look at the neighbor's house and cut through the woods and fell.
I'm sorry. I don't,
No, it's okay. It's okay.
First time anything like this ever happened to me.
More units are directed to Ray's location, and they work on standing him up before they can get him medical attention.
All right, so we got a couple deputies here. We're gonna help you out, okay? We're gonna hold your arms and make sure you can get out, okay? Can you feel your feet?
Can I feel my feet?
Yeah. Can you wiggle your toes? Okay. All right. Take a real small sip, okay?
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad.
Yeah, 10-4. We got a couple deputies and his family's here with us.
I've got this orange. Yeah, it's okay. Right. You're in good hands. I just meant to go to the mailbox. I had an envelope in my pocket.
Okay, well, we'll check you when you stand up.
I saw it under, I think it's over there.
Okay.
Ready? Can you walk it off? Yeah, I can walk. Look where you want to go.
The hard part is a couple of big roots here.
Got a big root there. We need to, would you rather us carry you? We can carry you out of here. Oh, you can't carry me. What? How'd they find me?
The dog followed you.
What kind of dog?
A bloodhound.
Huh?
A bloodhound.
As deputies and Ray's son work on getting him out, Boomer and his handler take a few moments to celebrate a successful
What a cool dog.
rescue.
I like this story. Most of these stories are all like people dying and shit. I'm surprised this one is actually like a happy ending. That like never happened. Well, I mean, excuse me. A lot of the happy endings are the bad guys getting what they deserve and stuff like that, but they don't normally go this way, but I in this direction, these stories, but I like it because it's about a dog saving him. The dog saved him with its cool nose sniffing skills.
They make their way back.
Good job, buddy! Good boy.
Hey, I'm gonna bring Boomer out, and I'm gonna come to y'all, and then I can show you where he's at. Wyatt's gonna stay with him. Come on, babies. That's a boy, baby. I mean, he's weak enough. Probably gonna have to carry him out. But like, he crawled back there. He's
Good boy.
He wanted to go see the houses.
I don't blame him. They're immaculate.
Good job, Boomer.
Good job, Bubba.
Yeah, let me go put him up. Good job, buddy. Hang on, Boomer. I'll get the treats.
Yeah, he gets treats.
Ray Cornett is finally out of the woods, nearly 7 hours after he went missing from his home. After EMS units on site evaluate him, Ray is taken to a hospital. His daughter would later tell deputies that she'd be keeping a closer eye on him from now on. Boomer, meanwhile, was widely praised for playing a key role in the rescue effort.
Hell yeah.
Watch our full videos as they were originally made,
Boomer's
with
awesome.
no randomly muted.
I love Boomer. So, I mean, like, let's see if there's any sort of UFO kind of stuff. Let's see. Man breaches the gate of Area 51. When AI gets an innocent man arrested. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know nothing. What are you thinking, Hank Chill? Hey, Red Eye, come hang out. Where are you at, boy? Yeah, that dog was obviously a drug addict. Or is, yeah, they put the dog down. What the fuck? You're crazy. Because the dog is a druggie. So there's stuff of them of Area 51 videos. I don't know if there's anything. Better not be a little retard, boy, I tell you. Cult? Okay, that might be easier to find something good in this. You won't believe our experience in a polygamy cult town. I don't know about that. That's their older stuff. They moved all the UFOs to Area 52. Oh. Hold on, let me. It's the story of the deadliest cult in history. It's about the Jonestown massacre. Easier for me to look it up on this other screen than the one you guys see. But yeah, there's that one. That works? Okay, let's see. Let me. Yeah, I don't know. Did we ever watch this? Doesn't seem like one we've ever covered. So, alright, let's do it. Any others? Oh, let me see. What are we working with here? Let me see. So well, we covered that recently, the Charles Manson thing. The story of the deadliest spree killers. This doesn't even look like it's cold. A lot of these show up even though they're not cold. It's like, can't go wrong. Yeah. I wish that, I don't know why it's weird when I'm looking at this. A lot of these don't even look like they have anything to do with cult, but that's the word I'm looking up. Let me see. Final phone call of a missing girl revealed killer's voice. This true story behind Peter Pan will destroy your childhood. I don't know why. I don't know why it shows up. Sounds culty, I'm down. Yeah, you're talking about the Peter Pan one? Where was that? So yeah, this one should be interesting, I would think. Something to do with Michael Jackson. Neato.
Most of us are familiar with the Disney classic tale of the young boy who never grows up, his band of lost boys, and the vengeful Captain Hook. What many don't know is the dark, twisted, and slightly disturbing true story behind the tale of Peter Pan. What is up, Ewu crew? The story of Peter Pan was written over 100 years ago, and as is the case with many other Disney movies, the origins of this beloved story are rather grim when the innocent veil of Disney pixie dust is removed. Though the story is one of a mischievous boy, magical fairies, and vast adventure, the author's inspiration was anything but uplifting. Be warned, the true tale may ruin how you watch Peter Pan from now on. In 1860, James Matthew Barrie was born in Scotland. As an adult, he would go on to write The Little White Bird in 1902, which was the first time that Peter Pan made an appearance on the page. But the difficulties of Barrie's childhood would spark the first embers of his vision for Peter Pan. Though an inspiring tale about good ultimately conquering evil, Barrie's inspiration for Peter Pan came from a real-life tragedy. Growing up, Barrie had an older brother, David.
Oh, Red Eye said he's not feeling good. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Who he was constantly compared to,
Yeah, right,
a golden
that
child
gets me so
who
mad.
is their mother's favorite ensured that Barry never quite measured up. As the older brother, David was considered to be the picture-perfect son to their parents. That is, until tragedy befell the family. When David was 13, he was in a disastrous accident while ice skating. He had been hit by another skater and fell, cracking his skull against the ice. Even though he initially survived, David's brain had been severely damaged by the fall. He eventually passed away, but not before young Barry, only 6 at the time, watched his adored older brother fade away. The loss of the family's favorite child left deep emotional scars, especially for Barry, as he had looked up to and admired his brother. As Barry grew up, he eventually surpassed his brother's age, and the ensuing trauma led to him fixating on the idea that his brother would never grow up. No matter how old he became, all of his memories of David stopped when he was 13. It took years for Barry to reconcile the fact that he would continue to age, but his brother never grew up, and in some ways, he never got over this loss. It was the death of his brother and Barry's inability to cope with the trauma that first created the root of the idea for Peter Pan. Allegedly, creating Peter Pan helped to bring comfort to Barry, as the story created a place where his brother, who never aged, could live. This dark theme is an undertone in all his later stories. As an adult, Barry was still coping with the trauma of his brother's untimely passing, and he...
Who?
Someone queer as fuck, that's who.
Whoa.
But not as queer as you.
Whoa. I'm the top queer around these parts. The number
so
one
what is this
queer.
the origins of Peter Pan? What?
Yeah. You don't like Peter Pan? Yeah, I don't know. It was one of the random things that we did see. We're trying to find some about the cult, but this has nothing to do with it. But it showed up when I looked it up. Yeah, but I specifically try to cover Ewu though. But maybe hold on, I gotta piss real quick. Hold up now.
He went on to have an unsuccessful marriage to Mary Ansell. It was through this marriage that Barry came to the realization that he was unlike the other men around him. It has been suggested that they never consummated their relationship. In a story Barry wrote about Ansell, he said that he had wanted to be able to love her, but that he felt there was a curse on him that prevented him from caring about her romantically. He was married once more, but both relationships ended without any children of his own. Seeming to stem from his trauma surrounding the death of his brother, Barry grew to have what many have deemed a disturbing obsession with young boys, something else that may have sparked his inspiration for Peter Pan. His interest in young boys culminated in 1889, when 37-year-old Barry came across a group of kids in the Kensington Gardens, London. 4- and 5-year-old George and Jack Llewellyn Davies were walking through the park with their nanny when Barry became fixated on them. Barry's dog, who he was walking through the park and who later became the inspiration for Nana and Peter Pan, ran up to the boys and started playing with them. Allegedly, he became friends with the children after he met their parents, Sylvia and Arthur, as well as their other 3 sons, Peter, Michael, and Nico. Strangely, the unsuspecting parents allowed a grown man to befriend their 5 young sons, and even started to allow him frequently into their lives. The boy's father, Arthur, was reportedly uncomfortable with Barry's attention on his children, but Sylvia was enamored by Barry, and so it was through her he was able to gain access to the boys. Many modern scholars say, in hindsight, that any distrust the family may have harbored towards Barry was overshadowed by his wealth and status. Jack himself would later proclaim that Sylvia enjoyed the fame Barry brought to the family through the story of Peter Pan, saying that she wore her children as other women wear pearls or fox furs. The Llewellyn Davies children soon began to refer to Barry as their Uncle Jim, though he was technically a total stranger. While still married to his...
Would you call me boy?
I said to pause it because you missed it. I don't know if you were watching earlier. Barry was apparently married to some woman, but they never consummated, and he was like not interested in her romantically. And like right when I thought maybe he was asexual and aromantic, then all of a sudden the narrator's like he had an interest in young boys. I'm like, oh Jesus, I did not expect it to go in that direction. Actually, now I think about it. Wait, so they're talking about the guy who created Peter Pan?
Mm-hmm. I guess they're talking about where it started. It all started.
Yeah, J.M. Barrie. I think there was a movie about him, and he was played by Johnny Depp, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
I'm trying to find it, and I remember hearing about it, and I thought, oh, it's gonna be another Peter Pan movie, cool. And then I saw it, and it was about the writer and what inspired him to make it. I was like, this is boring as fuck. Who cares? And now I'm like, wait, what's the name of that film?
Hell yeah, boy.
Because now I want to watch it like after all this. Okay, Finding Neverland, 2004. Boy, is this movie gonna look a lot different now.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Interesting. Yeah. And I didn't see your answer, Hank Chill. You came through with a $20 tip earlier. Do you want me to drink or smoke for that? I can chug 4 beers for it, or drink and do some smoking too, or whatever you want, baby boo.
First wife, she and Barry would accompany the Llewellyn Davies family on vacations to his own estate, where Barry would spend much of his time playing with the children. It was during these vacations that the first concrete pieces of Peter Pan came together, most likely building off of the distress Barry still housed at losing his brother so young. Barry claimed his interest in the young boys stemmed from a need to protect their innocence. However, his relationships with the Llewellyn Davies children created jealousy among the siblings, especially when he appeared to have favoritism for 5-year-old George, which then switched later to Michael. It is still argued by historians about whether or not Barry's affection for the young Llewellyn Davies boys played a part in the downfall of his marriages, especially his lack of consummation in either. There's evidence that can be interpreted to show...
Did you say, boy?
Oh, I think his obsession with boys definitely played into his marriage falling apart. I mean, any obsession really can kind of do that. I mean, the average wife in America will be mad about her fat slob husband just watching football all day. So, I mean, for him to be like this obsessed, and I didn't even know about that his brother died at a young age. So I don't know if this obsession of his is sexual, but there's definitely a psychological, what do you call it? There's a psychological cause of it from his brother dying. So that makes sense. But I don't know if it's sexual or not. We'll find out. I hope not.
Showed that Barry's position as Uncle Jim was rather sinister. Dated the day before Michael's 8th birthday in 1908, Barry wrote him a secret letter. In it, he wrote, "I wish I could be with you in your candles. You can look on me as one of your candles, the one that burns badly, the greasy one that is bent in the middle. But still, hooray, I am Michael's candle. I wish I could see you putting on the redskin clothes for the first time. Dear Michael, I am very fond of you, but don't tell anybody." It almost goes without saying that many parents would be extremely uncomfortable and alarmed to find a letter
You think?
written from a grown man to their
I'm
child,
so sorry to laugh at the
especially
idea
as he
of, I'm
Yeah.
sorry to laugh at this guy being a creep, but I just like how he said, imagine me as a candle that's greasy and bent. And I just thought like, what, he's got like a half erection or some shit that's like bent up. God
It
damn
only
it.
half works.
It's
okay.
like half functioning like the popes. Ugh, this is creepy though. But I
Yeah.
don't mean to laugh
Explicitly
at,
told.
the subjects.
Yeah. This chapter is called Young Boys.
Michael not to tell anyone about its content.
It might be just automatically the AI and YouTube giving it a chapter name. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Tense.
They have to put
However,
that in.
during this period in history, it wasn't unusual for families to adopt unmarried young men as unrelated uncles to the family. These uncles often had very close relationships with the children, something that would likely make us uncomfortable today. In Barry's case, though, he didn't exactly fit the typical uncle role, as he was much older than usual uncles by 20 years, because he was in his mid-40s by this time, and he had also been married twice. For this reason, Barry's attention and involvement in the boys' lives is unusual then and now. For those who claim that Barry had no unpleasant desires for the young boys, much of their claim hinges on their desire to not sully the story and world that Barry later created. Though they didn't have the term for it then, most of the people in Barry's life described his behavior as what we would call asexual, and his supporters today hold on to this belief. Often, arguments surrounding historical figures who are later revealed to have fascinations with children center on whether or not these grown men are children at heart themselves, and therefore not predators as our modern minds may believe. For Barry, his defenders claim that his interest in the Llewellyn Davies children stemmed from his own desire to relive his childhood without the dark shadow of his brother's death. Nicholas Llewellyn Davies, the youngest of the boys, was later asked about Barry's
What do you
sexuality
think of
and
that,
if he had ever shown
that
any.
claim? What do you think of that speculation? I mean, obviously, we all know, unfortunately, predatory behavior towards children does exist, which is sad. But do you think it's possible that a person could just be psychologically obsessed with childhood and just wants to befriend kids to relive it? Do you think that's possible, or?
I want to say yeah, but that doesn't make it. That doesn't justify it in any way. Still,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
It's like that. The reality is that the people that are into that, they really do actually genuinely like it, and they want that. That doesn't mean it justifies it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's things about it like that, but it doesn't mean it's okay. Like
Right.
Like it just sounds to me like them trying to do mental gymnastics to make it seem like it's okay, and it's like it is. Like, you could argue that there's something wrong with them mentally, so they're kind of victims of their own, brain and everything like that. But that doesn't mean it's not disgusting what they're still seeking out, what they're still trying to do.
I'm just wondering, is it possible
know?
that there's these guys who pursue that childhood, or even women too, but there's like nothing sexual or romantic about it? Do you think that's even possible? Now, as far as
I'm
this guy's
sure.
case, I don't think so.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of adults who just want to hang out with kids and really just be a kid. They don't even care about
And
nothing like
don't
that.
have any
They just want
desire
to
whatsoever.
want to trade Pokemon cards and act like they're still that age. I mean, I could understand that.
I mean, I could understand if that's the psychological cause for you wanting to be childish.
Yeah.
But make no mistake, I would not care for that as an excuse for actually being attracted to and causing harm
Oh
to,
yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's
absolutely not, absolutely not. I'm just
yeah.
wondering if that does exist where there is a person where, like, on the outside, it looks like they're a predator, but they actually legit have no interest in kids in,
Well,
like, an inappropriate way.
I'm sure that exists plenty, especially nowadays, because people are like really big. Like the whole PDF file thing is just a really big subject, I think, now compared to what it used to be, and the way that like a dude can even kind of just I don't know. Like I was called a PDF file because by people because I met Brian when he was
Yeah.
like 13 or something, and I was like 20. Uh, we met online and on a game, and we played games together. And like some people might be like, "That's fucking that," you're a weirdo or something like that nowadays because people are like overly sensitive
True.
to it.
True.
Because like when I was a kid, when I used to go on Call of Duty and stuff, there'd be times where I ran into an adult and it
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, okay, you're cool, dude. Whatever. You want to join my lobby? Let's go play, team deathmatch." It's like, okay, cool. And
I would
if there's
say
nothing weird about it, like here's a really good example of how it's
Okay.
been. People what I just said would look at that kind of inherently weird, right? But it's like I remember when I was a kid, remember movies like there's one what's that baseball movie? I don't know, there's one where there's like kids that play baseball and their baseball goes into an old man's yard.
Oh, The Sandlot.
Yeah, and then they go and they meet the old man that they were so scared of, and they figure out, oh, he's actually really nice. And they go
Yeah.
and hang out, and it's all innocent and stuff like that. And that happened to me when I was a kid. I remember going to the neighbor's house. It was an old man and being like, oh, this is neat or whatever, looking at his piano and stuff. And it wasn't
Yeah.
weird because I'm a kid. It would only have been weird if it was weird, But there was nothing, So I don't know. I just feel like people are like really
Yeah,
overly
I understand what you mean.
sensitive
I know what you mean.
about or overly judgmental about that kind of thing
I
or
I
something.
can understand parents being more sensitive because that's that parental instinct. But when
Yeah.
it comes to, like, academic view of it, like now as far as this guy's concerned, I think this guy is a creep. I mean, that letter, "I want to be your candle that's bent and greasy," you're like,
Oh yeah,
"Ugh."
yeah. The fact that he even
Yeah,
wrote a letter
really.
like that to him
Yeah, you should not be
to
writing, like
begin with,
I can
unless it was just
understand if
like,
you're
don't eat the jelly in the fridge or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Some
like, if
sort of
you're
instructions, not I'm so fond of you.
Yeah,
That's like
that's so weird, like,
that's what you
the
send
most
to like some girl you really like or
Yeah,
something.
I can understand if, like, the kid, somehow the conversation came about and, like, you're an older person, you say, "Hey, you're a brilliant kid, you're bright, you can do whatever you want." Like, that's different, but writing a letter of saying how fond you are of them? No. No. I
Yeah.
think I think there are cases where the person is, just wants to relive that childhood and has psychological damage, but has no romantic or sexual interest whatsoever. But I still think it's a bit creepy and inappropriate for an adult to hang out with a child excessively like that and to obsess over it. I mean, obsession over anything can be unhealthy. So
Yeah.
if there's a guy that's doing that and there's evidence to prove that he's not trying to pursue anything inappropriate, I'd be like, okay, you're not a PDF file, but dude, you can't be hanging around with kids all the time like that. It's just not appropriate. And you're just not going to grow. You're going to stagnate.
Yeah.
And also, the bad thing about it too is that you'll give the kids the wrong impression that, like, it's perfectly normal to hang out with an adult as if he's your friends. Thus, they're not going to be alert to other adults who may be predators. So that's why I think the parents should still step in and say, "Hey, sir, I'm sorry for your damage, but you can't be hanging out with my kids like this. Maybe at a neighborhood barbecue, okay, if he comes up to you and chats, but no, man, you're not gonna be hanging out with 4 or 5 fucking kids by yourself and the only adult there. Absolutely not."
Well, you know what I think? I'm gonna shave my mustache and go hang out with high school kids, okay?
Inappropriate behavior
Of course, you have
towards
to
the
shave
boys.
the mustache because
I
the
need the
mustache is.
soundbite thingy.
You don't want to have the PDF stash.
Hold on, where is it? Hold on, I'm gonna play this.
Nicholas said, I don't believe that Uncle Jim ever experienced what one might call a stirring in the undergrowth for anyone. Man, woman, adult, or child.
Hey there, little
He was an
fella.
innocent. Despite this claim, some have pointed to other clues to indicate that perhaps not everything was as innocent as Nicholas tried to explain. Before we dig deep into these clues, it is important to remember that there is no existing proof.
Oh, yeah, you can't hear it, I guess, but they'll hear it on the stream. I'm gonna shave my mustache and go hang out with fucking high school kids. It's the... Oh, wait, you can hear that, maybe. Because you're in the Discord with me. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
Of Barry ever acting on his affection or alleged attraction to...
It's so funny. I'll just say some of the craziest shit when I'm hella drunk and everything, and then they turn it into a sound bite. There's all sorts of great ones.
Hi, I'm Shabisky, and I gargle cum.
Boobies. I just farted.
I was in the game, man.
Titties on his screen. There's
I'm
titties
almost
on his
done, but
screen
it's
right
been
now.
late. That's my boyfriend. Lady boy. I am a lady boy.
I fucking. I'm just like, I can't get fucking. Because of the subject, Jared keeps coming to my head, and he's just so disgusting.
Lady boy.
Ugh.
Alright, let's continue the video, though. I'm getting off track here.
To any
I'll
of
tell
the
you what, I've
well-endowed...
met ladyboys before, and they are way more macho than Jared is. Jared thinks he's like such an alpha male. He's not. No,
I thought you were gonna say
I know
prettier than me. I was about to be like, "Fuck you, bitch."
I met a
There's
ladyboy.
no way.
I met a ladyboy who like can do backflips in heels. Like he's strong. He would smack the fuck out of Jared.
Holy dick in a butt. In the heel.
Baby's boys.
Wow.
The first clue was Barry's story, The Little White Bird. The boys' roles and the inspiration for Barry was no secret as he dedicated his play to all five, saying in his later play's preface, I suppose I always knew that I made Peter by rubbing the five of you violently together. That is all he is, the spark I got from you. The first story was vastly different from the later Disney adaptation, and it contains hints that perhaps Barry's affection wasn't completely innocent. In the original tale, there was no Neverland or pirates. Peter Pan used a goat for transportation, and he traveled to the Kensington Gardens in London, where he lived with both fairies and birds. Peter himself was described as betwixt and between a human boy and bird, meaning he was a little bit of both. But beyond these differences, the story of the little white bird.
Hey, it's like you. You're a little bit gay, a little bit of straight. He's
oh my god.
That's great. You can relate to this story.
This is clearly him making like a fantasy world where he's changing between boy and bird. It's not that type of thing.
Wish I could be a bird. I'd fly the fuck away from here.
I don't know about that.
I'd fly the fuck away. I'd be like, fuck this place.
Has a disturbing semi-autobiographical plot. Barry wrote the tale of a grown man who grew to be enamored with a young boy named David, seemingly named after his own brother. Much of the plot revolves around this man's desire to take the boy away from his mother after his own son.
Their name is Barry.
What the fuck?
Their name is Barry. I know a guy named Barry. He's from Australia. He puts taff on his truck.
God.
He puts taff on his truck.
The story
I wonder
of the
if he
little
grows
white
berries off
bird
of that turf.
has a
Yeah, you put Tiff on my. I took Tiff and I put it on my truck, and now people don't ignore me wherever I go. They're like, "Wow, your truck is stupid." I'm like, "Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate."
disturbing semi-autobiographical plot. Barry wrote the tale of a grown man who grew to be enamored with a young boy named David, seemingly named after his own brother. Much of the plot revolves around this man's desire to take the boy away from his mother after his own son died. As a ploy to become friends with the child, the man makes up the story of Peter Pan. At one point, the man becomes excited and exclaims that he can, quote, take David utterly from her and make him mine. The autobiographical aspect of this tale comes from Barry's own relationship and interest in George Llewellyn Davies. To modern ears, this story is certainly creepy, as it sounds like...
Did he have a crush on his own brother?
His brother died at a young age, and this seems to be like the baseline of his trauma. This is still creepy, even if there is no like inappropriate attractions. It's still creepy that you would write a story about how the main character takes someone's child away from them to be your child. That's just
Yeah, sure. I don't know.
A grown man's desire to kidnap a child. Yet, at the same time, no one batted an eye, and the Llewellyn Davies family was not alarmed, as they assumed no one could have such sinister thoughts about a child. Barry then wrote a play in 1904 based on the story titled Peter Pan.
I don't know. Here's one thing. Imagine, like, 20, like imagine a bunch of time goes by and somebody makes a video like this about Eminem and his music. Like, he's such a sinister, evil being. He wrote a song about tying his wife up, putting her into the back of his truck, and then like a maniac driving towards the dock and throwing her off, or whatever. I can't remember how that one song goes, but it's like no, he didn't throw her off. He drove his car off into the he killed both of them.
That's a fair point, but the difference with Barry here is that it's one thing if you write something in a song or in a play or story, but it's also the fact that Barry himself has admitted in these letters that he is fond of kids, wants to hang out with kids. So it's not like he's just making these stories up to, explore that or to be edgy like Eminem has. He legit wants to hang out with children and relive his childhood. And these characters he's putting into his works are a reflection of him. So that's why, to me, it's creepy. If these were just characters that he was exploring for the sake of like being provocative, then that's one thing. But this is him pouring something in there. Like, Eminem, to my knowledge, has not actually committed any of the crimes that he talks about in his music. Maybe he's committed some of them, but like, I don't think Eminem has gone to...
I left during little parts, but I mean, when you say commit the crime, are you referring to just like the note he sent the kid or left the kid?
What I'm saying is when Eminem writes stuff about like criminal acts, like he's written like, oh, I went in, unalived someone, I went in, done this and that. Just because he puts it in his songs doesn't mean he's like done all those things. So, he's just being a provocative entertainer, a provocative artist. The difference between that is with this guy, with Barry here, is that Barry is not only making these characters who are obsessed with children, who are obsessed with, reliving childhood. He himself is obsessed with reliving childhood. He himself is obsessed with children. There's like those 5 kids of whatever family, I forgot the name. He's like enamored with them. And he wrote that letter to that kid. So that's why, while your point is valid, I don't think it applies in this case. That's like the difference I'm pointing out.
I don't know, the strongest thing seems to be it's that he sent the letter to the kid, and that seems
Well, it's
really
not
weird.
just that. He's admitted that he's obsessed with kids. He's obsessed with hanging out with
Did I
a group of
miss?
5 kids.
Oh,
Yeah, you missed
yeah.
that.
Well,
Yeah.
well. Also, here's the thing too. I don't know. I don't know what. Maybe maybe we'll learn more here. But one thing I kind of want to compare it to is like a teacher. A teacher might really like being around kids too.
That's different. A teacher feels inspiration in, teaching young minds and seeing young minds, have develop and grow, and seeing like a kid, like let's say there's a freshman kid who fucking writes an essay about uh the Federal Reserve or some shit. Like teachers enjoy seeing young kids like, wow, this kid's so fucking smart at a young age. That's encouraging to them. There's like a purpose behind it that they have. This guy, though, this Barry guy, he's not a teacher. He's not a neighborhood, old man that you went and saw, because your baseball went over into.
What about someone who runs a daycare?
No, he's not someone who runs daycare.
No. I'm saying, what if someone runs like that kind of thing because they enjoy, like, they enjoy being around kids, like, because I mean, like, women do that, right? Plenty. Where I'm gonna babysit and stuff. That doesn't make them a pedophile if they like being a babysitter, right?
I'm not saying it makes them a PDF file. What I'm saying is, this guy, what makes this guy strange, whether I think he is a PDF, but let's just, for the sake of argument,
maybe.
For the sake of argument, let's say he's not. It's still not appropriate behavior, because like being in a daycare center, even though you're hanging out with kids, you are still taking on an adult role of supervision, of support, of looking out for them, kind of like a parent. This guy like wants to hang out with kids so he can be one of them. Like, I want to be a kid. And, it's sad that a person would have that psychological
I'm going to make that an
damage.
alert.
Oh,
you
my
just
God.
did. I want to be a kid. I'm going to make that a tip alert.
I made it. My voice is now on Shabisky streams. I made it in life.
But I don't know. We're going on about it too long. I'm just being the what's the term? The devil's advocate.
Devil's advocate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But I mean, honestly, it does seem like maybe there's more innocence here than it leads people to believe here. Although maybe I'm forgetting part of it, or didn't see the right parts and stuff. We did kind of watch this for a while.
Yeah, that's what earlier in the stream, in the video, the narrator said that he was obsessed with hanging out with these kids. And there's like a group of 5 siblings that he was just obsessed with. He wasn't their teacher. He wasn't their mentor. He wasn't a parent. He wasn't some neighborhood fucking.
How do you know he didn't teach him anything?
Because it didn't state so in the video. So what I'm saying is, this stuff put together.
What if he taught him how to take grass and make it into like a little instrument? You ever done that? You ever took it and put it between your lips and blew, and it'll make like a. What if he taught him that?
There's nothing wrong with
okay.
It's not.
Let's.
That by itself isn't wrong, but to do that,
Skippy does make a good point. I don't think he has to be a teacher.
No, but what I'm saying is,
for it to
this guy
justify
is obsessive. It stated in the video that he's obsessed with them, and he sent a letter saying, "I am fond of you. I want to be your candle." That's
the
greasy
letter.
and bent."
The letter does seem weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not the fact that if it's one thing if an adult says, I want to teach kids, I want to raise kids, I want to mentor kids because I feel that I can pass on knowledge to them, or I appreciate that the kid, I appreciate how children want to learn. That's one thing. I have a relative who's a high school teacher, and
but
it's taxing
it does
for him.
Seem like. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no. I was just going to say it's a taxing job, but he really does want to like inspire and teach kids. That's his calling, I guess, for lack of a better phrase. That's different. This guy, like, wants to be with kids because he wants to be like them. He wants to relive his childhood because his poor brother died at a young age. So that's why I'm saying, in this context, even if he's not a creep, it's still not appropriate behavior. Not inappropriate.
But this was in 1904. But maybe it was more appropriate to call a kid fond. I don't know.
I don't care.
Say they're fond. I don't know.
That's the same argument that
I've had teachers write me notes.
Because they're giving you notes about
but sometimes they'll put like a smiley face and put like great job and stuff, and they'll be like meet me after class and stuff like that. Okay,
now you're just trolling.
Those people are pedophiles. All right, listen.
I didn't even say that this guy's necessarily a pedophile.
I'm kidding, but
I thought that word was banned on YouTube.
Well, this is an educational video. I think I could get away with it here, but I probably maybe he was just selling them drugs. Oh well. So let's try to keep it up on that goal. What's up, Doss? What's up, everybody? Hit the like button and let's try to keep it up on that goal. We're 27% in on it right now, boy.
Or The Boy Who Wouldn't Grow Up. In this version, more of the Disney elements were introduced, including the Darling family, Tinkerbell, and the Lost Boys. But Disney chose to ignore some of the darker elements of the story, though they couldn't escape them entirely. In both the book and plays Barrie wrote, Peter Pan can actually be seen as a heartless villain rather than the hero of the story. Peter Pan rarely shows empathy for the other characters, even when he often puts them in mortal danger, and only ever saves them as a way to show off how clever he is. As the perpetual child, Peter Pan is selfish and rarely kind. The story even remarks that Peter Pan is gay and innocent and heartless. As well, death and murder run rampant through Neverland, and Peter Pan is often at the heart of it, mercilessly killing pirates, as well as his lost boys. The book remarks that Peter Pan had to, quote, thin the herd of the lost boys, implying that when they begin to grow up, as it is against the rules of Neverland, he kills them. Even if he doesn't kill them, thinning out the herd could refer to their banishment or being shunned, which is still quite dark. Beyond literally stealing these boys away from their homes, and then possibly killing them, Peter Pan also frequently becomes confused with what is real and what is fake in Neverland, leaving his lost boys without food and refusing to feed them when they complain of being hungry. He frequently treats them as his play objects, allowing them to die or become injured when they play battle. The story goes that Peter Pan tells the other characters that every breath they take in Neverland kills an adult in the real world.
What?
Followed by Peter taking rapid, intentional breaths,
so weird.
Clearly trying to kill off as many grown-ups as possible.
This is giving me Codename Kids
It's safe to say that Disney intentionally left these dark pieces out of their child-friendly movie. But still, the remnants of the selfish Peter Pan remain. One may expect a villain like Captain Hook to have a dark backstory in his creation, but he was only included once the play began rehearsals, as Barrie saw that there was an awkward pause during the setup of the stage between acts. Hook was first introduced because his pirate ship would cover the front of the stage, and later evolved into Peter Pan's vengeful enemy. There is no denying that though Barrie may have created the concept of a child who never ages based on his brother, Peter Pan himself was inspired by Michael Llewellyn Davies. In a photograph of Michael and Barrie, they are seen playing together, Barrie dressed as Captain Hook, and Michael as Peter Pan. Another clue that appears to indicate that perhaps Barrie's affection for the five boys was not entirely innocent is that after their father died in 1907 from jaw cancer, and then their mother Sylvia of lung cancer in 1910, Barrie allegedly altered her will in order to take the children himself. At the time, Barry was 50 years old and eager to take the guardianship of the boys. He has been accused of altering the will from Sylvia's intention of having her sister Jenny and their live-in nanny, along with 2 others, care for the children until they were grown. In the original will, Barry was only mentioned as one of the secondary caregivers, so we can assume that Sylvia didn't want him to be the guardian of her boys. Barry has been accused of doctoring the original will when he created a copy to send to the boys' grandmother, writing Jimmy over Jenny, as his first name of James was often shortened to Jimmy. By rewriting the will, he became the boys' caretaker, and they lived with him for years. Despite Sylvia's wishes, he refused to share guardianship with her sister or the boys' nanny. Though he may have been a good caregiver, Barry's wish to immortalize the Llewellyn Davies boys in the never-aging character of Peter Pan didn't parallel reality, as rather than maintaining the innocent youthful joy they once had, many of the boys met tragic fates. George, the boy who had once been the center of Barry's affection, died as a soldier in 1915 at only 21 during World War I. Following his brother's death, Michael and Barry became extremely close, just as Michael was reported to start behaving as though troubled and antisocial. Michael was only 20 in 1921 when he died from drowning alongside a friend he had made while attending Eton College. As the bodies were found clutching each other, it has been rumored since that the 2 young men were actually lovers and had made a pact to take their lives after realizing that they could not be together. After hearing the news of the drowning, author D.H. Lawrence allegedly wrote to Barry's ex-wife, quipping, "J.M. Barrie has a fatal touch for those he loves. They die." John died at 65 from lung disease in 1959, and Peter died the following year after taking his own life at age 63 by stepping in front of a tube train. Throughout his life, Peter had made an effort to destroy any of the letters that had been sent between his brother Michael and Barry, reportedly saying that they were too much. It is because of his determination that we are unsure today about what may have transpired between the two. Only the one letter that survived has been verified, the one concerning birthday candles. Peter's son later revealed that the man had been mercilessly mocked his entire life for his association with the adventure-loving Peter Pan, who Barry named after him. Peter reportedly suffered from alcoholism as a response to the unwanted fame,
accident,
and it may have led to his later decision to take his life. It is reported that sometime before his death, Peter spoke that there was, quote, something rather deplorable about Barry's relationship to the Llewellyn Davies boys. Only Nicholas managed to avoid a tragic ending by living until 77 and dying of natural causes. Barry himself had been utterly devastated to lose both George and Michael by the time that he himself succumbed to pneumonia in 1937 at age 77. Too. A line in Peter Pan appears to sum up
He's got that cool guy stash. You're jealous of it.
the tragedy of its own author's life, the Llewellyn Davies boys. And
I understand you're jealous of the cool guy stash.
Look, one thing's are certain. If you want to, even if we give him the benefit of the doubt that he was not attracted to the innocent, one thing's for certain, he was unhealthily obsessed with these kids. He had a very bad obsession. The fact that he would sabotage someone's will just so he could have custody. Yeah, there is something wrong with him.
Something like that. I don't know, but I think I'm gonna chug this beer in the name of Satan, our Lord and Savior. You love Satan. Yeah, see? You love Satan. Yeah. Guys, can we please keep it up on this goal? I'm trying to hit that goal tonight. We're 27% and on the goal.
Like the stream and share, please.
Why?
And make sure you ask the before you massage the like button. Make sure you ask it for consent, or not. It's more fun that way. I'm just kidding.
Find some other neat video to cover. Didn't money now? Do it now.
Are there any more criminal things to look at? Because I wasn't here for the stuff earlier.
There's criminal stuff everywhere. It's everywhere.
Being done by one specific demographic, according to a meme.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Wait. What did that have to do with goddamn motherfucking Michael Jackson?
I mean, I don't know, like, because Michael Jackson did create a theme park called Neverland, and Michael Jackson himself parallels a lot of behaviors with this Barry guy, like a lot.
Yeah.
And we also know that Michael Jackson did not have a normal childhood. His father is a piece of shit. You know who else's dad was a piece of shit? You know who Tyler Perry is, right?
Yeah, the guy that dresses up as that
Now,
chick.
as much as I dislike Tyler Perry and his movies, I think they're awful. Excuse me, as much as I don't like the guy, his father was a piece of shit to him. Like, Tyler Perry even confronted his dad about his abuse, and his dad told him, "Ha, if I hit you even harder, you would have been Obama," basically saying, my abuse is what made you successful. So while I don't care for Tyler Perry, I still feel sympathetic that he had such a piece of shit father like that.
Yeah?
Yeah. See, like, these cases is why I can't stand, like, don't get me wrong, I don't like the coddle culture that's been going on these days. But this idea that we should just go back to abuse, go back to just, verbally abusing, physically abusing, no. Because look, we see the psychological damage it does.
Yeah, like look at Skabibi, he's all retarded now. But yeah, what was it? We have the story of the deadliest cult in history. I don't know if we covered it. It's the Jonestown massacre.
Have you? Oh, damn! Have you ever covered fucking Heaven's Gate before? Or are you familiar with Heaven's Gate?
What is that?
Heaven's Gate. It was a cult. It was a cult that did a freaking suicide. Yeah.
I don't know if that's one we've covered at all.
They believed that, like, their religion was like a mixture of Christianity and ufology, and they killed themselves to basically have their spirits leave their bodies and pass on to the mothership, go to the next level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And believe it or not, one of the guys on there was the brother of Lieutenant Uhura from Star Trek?
I guess
she was she was the black lady on the original Star Trek. Well, her brother actually joined that cult and committed suicide. Yeah.
Huh.
I remember the character name, but I don't remember the fucking actor names. See, I'm the type of guy who will remember the character names in films than remember, like, the actor. Because, like, I know I'm just into the story.
Yeah. I don't see any thing about like for us to cover. I know we can cover here. Heaven's Gate.
Okay, I found this actress's name. Yeah, Nichelle Nichols. Her brother joined Heaven's Gate and was part of, like, their ritual suicide. Wait, I can't say that here on YouTube, can I?
I don't know, boy. I don't know nothing.
I'm gonna play it safe and not.
Nobody's
I'll
ever
just say unaliving.
Nobody's ever known nothing. But yeah, I don't see anything with the Heaven's Gate thing. Narius.
I mean, maybe there's the Heaven's Gate's not on this channel. But what's this cult you're trying to find? Like you said, it was Jonestown.
No, I found one video of that. We could cover that. I don't know if that's one that we've covered before. We could do it.
You said Red. Isn't Red Eye in chat? Let me see.
Yeah, he's not feeling good.
Yeah, but maybe we can at least, if he's in chat, we can at least ask him like, "Hey, did Chibisky cover that already?"
That guy don't know nothing. That guy don't know nothing about nothing. There it is.
Yeah, just because you met an Australian who's really stupid, don't go assuming all Australians are dumb, okay? Red Eye doesn't deserve that.
No, he deserves it.
No, he doesn't. Stop
He's
generalizing.
worse than Hitler. I think maybe we have covered the gems. Let me look and see what's like more recent for us to cover. That we haven't covered yet. Try to look for the most positive story, most uplifting story.
Uplifting story?
Yeah.
This is high crimes. But okay.
Well, before you got on here, there was actually one uplifting story. Nobody.
Yeah?
Nothing bad happened.
Huh.
Well, Grandpa got lost in the woods, and then a dog found him, and then he got saved.
Oh, that's sweet.
It was the greatest. Skeptical Jesus said it was his favorite thing ever that's happened on High Crimes. So happy. The happy little gay guy.
Yeah. Yeah, a heartwarming story like that, sure.
Yeah.
Those are always nice.
I'm just gonna find yeah, we'll cover this story. It's gonna be great. It's totally gonna be uplifting. Alright. Here we go. Let me pull it up here. I don't know. I've passed this one a bunch and we haven't covered it. Let's just cover it. Top 3 most terrifying animal horror stories.
Oh my god. I think I know what story they're going to talk about. Go ahead.
Yep. Cheers, you guys.
Humans are the only species on Earth to keep other animals as pets. While the overwhelming majority of these symbolic relationships...
That's not true. We aren't the only species of animals that keeps animals as pets. It's not true. There's monkeys that do that with dogs.
Well, not out in the wild. Like,
yeah, in
they
the wild.
do that stuff in the wild?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let me find it. I swear.
No fucking shit.
Are beneficial to both the pets and the people. There are some instances where these bonds end in tragedy, especially when the pets are exotic wild beasts capable of seriously injuring their owners.
Well, yeah, because exotic wild
a-
animals have not been domesticated for millions of years like dogs and cats have. Like, of course, yeah, no shit. That's why you don't buy exotic pets.
I guess technically, maybe based on the word pets, it's not the same. They're more like
adopting dogs as like assistance. Well, kind of like how humans did it.
They'll go.
Humans, we adopted.
Yeah, what it is I forget what it is, but like they'll go and they'll steal the puppies from these.
What?
When they're a child, yeah, when they're a puppy, they'll take them, and then they'll raise them up, and then they'll be their buddy, and they'll also be their security, because they'll bark when they see enemies around and stuff. So I forget it. Maybe somebody in the chat can. Like, maybe one of them knows what I'm talking about. But I remember learning about that.
Crew.
There's some elements in that where it's like, I mean, naturally they're going to want to be their buddy because you want to make the animal protective over you. So, I mean, of course they're going to raise it from childhood, but I wouldn't consider that a pet. I would consider that, I mean, that's just for survival. That's a survival tactic. I wish I could come up with a fancy word for it, but I can't.
Yeah, I mean they're more like roommates, kind of, or something. But like,
yeah. Well, it's kind of the same thing that us humans did with wolves.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it just they basically keep them as pets. It sounds like I don't know. Like,
Pets is like
close enough to it to I don't know.
There's I think whatever you want to call that when we just had an animal, because apes are also our ancestors too, so it makes sense that they would do the same that we do. Yeah, I'm probably using the wrong term. I get mixed up with apes and monkeys and shit. I'm so bad at that. But it makes sense that our ancestors would do that with dogs. But like a pet today is basically a luxury. You don't buy the dog for security. You buy it for the enjoyment of having the dog itself. I mean, there's people who buy snakes. You don't let your snake patrol the house and bite people who try to invade. No, you got the snake because cool, I got a snake. It's a luxury.
Yeah.
Same thing with those Valley Girl bimbos here in Southern California who buy those like tiny little dogs and put them in purses.
Well, I don't think survival is what the term is. That people will get dogs for survival too, for them to be their security in their house and stuff. But I think it's more like they are like
there's like a purpose they serve.
Well, they don't necessarily like. I don't know. It's but I'm sure they're equals basically. They're buddies. They both, if one eats, the other eats. They're gonna treat each other like they're, the monkey's gonna treat the dog like it's another monkey, and the dog is gonna treat the monkey like it's another dog. And so, rather than one being dominant over the other one, so maybe that's more kind of the thing about it being not pets.
Well, because pets, I mean, you can get a pet and like you can get a dog for the sake of having a dog that you love and also make it a guard dog. But pets aren't always based on, survival and functionality. What this lady's talking about is that because I don't think there are animals out there in the wild that will get a dog for the sake of just having a cute little dog. They're getting the dog to help survive. It's always going to be based on survival. Only us humans, I think, I could be proven wrong. I think only us humans are the ones where we, get things that we don't need because we want them. Animals don't really do that.
Yeah. It just probably has to do with the specific definition of pets. But let's just go on.
Yeah, and the functionality. Yeah.
Today, we're going to uncage 3 horrific encounters of animals attacking humans. Should the owners of these animals have known better? Did their lack of fear for their pets lead to these vicious clashes between species? For the pet owner in the following story, he'd find out the hard way that it's best not to monkey around with powerful primates.
What is this, fucking Fox 5 News or something? Like, that's right? Like, that's the kind of cringy joke they make on the news.
Yeah. Well, I thought you saying, well, it's funny you say Fox News, and of course they would call someone a monkey on that news channel.
Oh yeah. They always do that. They make the kind of jokes your like dad would make or something.
And they always just make
Get
it subtle
into
enough
it.
where it's like they can find some sort of little way to say, "Oh, it wasn't racist," but you're like, "Dude, give me a break. It totally was."
Yeah.
It's estimated that over 15,000 primates are kept as pets in the US, living side by side with their human owners. Many
That's not a
times,
good
the
idea.
adorable babies fill the void of children for their
Wait.
keepers.
So I should get rid of my monkeys?
Yeah, you should.
I was about to get another one next week though.
Dude,
one of the most closely
I love them. I love them.
related primates to
average
humans is the
Is
He
like
picking his
5
asshole?
times-
Oh no, he's not.
The average chip is like 5 times stronger than a fully grown adult male. Like they are ridiculously strong.
She's not stronger than me.
Whatever you say.
Yeah.
the chimpanzee,
I'm just that
sharing
tough.
99% of their DNA with
Big
Homo
tough
sapiens. It's no wonder that many people can feel a deeper connection when staring
Did you
into
say that these monkeys are homosexuals? Is that what she said?
I knew you were gonna go there.
their large hazel
Bunch
eyes.
of
Well, not only
gay
that, she
monkeys.
said-
No wonder this is a problem.
Well, not only that,
all the
she
monkeys
said-
are gay. They're turning all the monkeys gay.
Well, maybe that's where that stereotype comes from. The stereotype that AIDS came from a guy doing it with a monkey. That's a stereotype. So maybe that's what
Yeah.
explains it. But the thing that really pissed me off about this video, though, is that she said that we share 99% of our DNA with them. That's clearly the narrator trying to push the agenda of evolution to make people not believe in God anymore. And I don't appreciate this at all.
Me
It's
neither.
anti-
I'm pissed. I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm
chug more
frustrated.
beer.
I'm outraged. I'm outraged. I don't want this liberal propaganda being shoved down the throats of our children.
Yep. This is just proof right here that YouTube is being taken over by the libtards, boy.
That was the case for Mo the chimp, who lived most of his long life in a single-family home in a sunny Los Angeles suburb. St. James Davis, a professional race car driver, left his fiancée at the altar before setting sail on a cargo ship to travel the world. His journey would land him in Africa and lead him into Tanzania. However, when he left Africa, he didn't return home alone. Davis rescued an infantile chimpanzee, telling others that poachers had shot its mother. It was the 1960s, and chimpanzees were all the rage in pop culture. Between television and movies and the popularity of Jane Goodall's research on the species, chimps had a friendly and recognizable image in the United States. Despite the reality that chimpanzees are extremely dangerous wild animals, St. James Davis felt it was his duty to return home to Southern California with little Mo. St. James eventually married the girl he
Yeah, that's true. From what I understand, yeah, Doss, there are ants who farm aphids, similar to how we farm cows. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. But again,
Yes.
right there, that's for functionality, for for resources. I don't think there's been a
I
case
don't
where
think-
animal.
I don't
adopts-
think I don't think the resources part or the survival part is a factor in whether it's a pet. I don't know. I'd have to look at the definition.
No. I'm saying that the survival aspect, excuse me,
Yeah.
is what we find in the wild, but only amongst humans is where we will get a pet solely for the purpose of loving the pet or having that luxury of having a little
Yeah, and maybe
companion.
technically that is what it is. Because I mean,
Yeah, yeah, I mean,
Because I
and
mean,
we can
like,
still-
I would consider my cow to be my pet if I had one. But maybe
Yeah.
technically it's not if
Well,
it's for milk.
Well, like I
Yeah.
said earlier, that I mean, our pets can still serve a purpose, just like out in the wild. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying that I don't think in the wild there is that element of just strictly, we adopt it for like
Well,
those
so-
little Shih Tzus. those little tiny dogs that, stupid Bimbo Valley girls get in their little bags, and they carry like that little dog around.
Yeah.
There's clearly no survival purposes for that or resource purposes for that. That's clearly a luxury.
But what if
And
somebody tries to steal her purse? The dog will get them.
you think those little shits are going to protect their purses? Those things, one kick to those things, and they'll just scream and run away. Don't do that, by the way, people. Please don't do that. Don't do that shit.
Scooby said, how long you plan the stream for, Shab? It depends on how well we do with the goal. Why? Why, Scooby? Why? Why, baby boo? Let's continue.
Left behind, LaDonna, and together they raised the animal in their home in the city of West Covina. They treated Mo as their child and taught him how to eat with utensils and use the toilet. LaDonna couldn't have her own children due to a previous battle with cancer, but they loved Mo like their own, and it appeared that Mo was living the high life. The chimpanzee would even go on to achieve fame in Hollywood. He starred on television and in ads, drawing huge lines for meet and greets with some of his fellow furry colleagues.
Not good.
For over 30 years, Mo lived as part of the family. He slept in their bed, loved breakfast burritos, rides in the car, watching TV, and overall, just being pampered. On one
I can
joyride,
understand. It's one thing to take an exotic animal as your pet and nurture it and take care of it and just spoil the shit out of it. Maybe things cannot go too bad, but to expose your pet to a ton of strangers, that's not a good idea. My dad's ex-girlfriend, she owns this parrot, this macaw, and the thing about the macaw is she never even had to close his cage. He will not leave his cage. He's traumatized because his previous owners just used him as a prop in a store and locked him in a cage, and people would come in and out of the store, so the parrot would freak out because it's meeting a new person every day. And macaws, they're kind of a normal pet. I mean, they're still kind of exotic, but they're not as exotic as, say, a fucking chimpanzee. So if even macaws can't handle seeing strangers every day, to bring a chimpanzee into the spotlight before a bunch of people, like an audience, that's no wonder. That's going to cause the animal stress, because he may know the family that's raised him, and maybe he would never want to attack them, but he doesn't know all these people. He doesn't know what they're going to do. Animals freak out easily.
Yeah.
however, Mo escaped from the vehicle and raided the kitchen of a nearby restaurant. The city wasn't happy with the fact that there was a chimp looming in the suburban neighborhoods, but was unsuccessful in their legal attempts to remove him. Unfortunately, the day would come when Mo would eventually hurt a human. The 32-year-old chimpanzee mauled the hand of a police officer after breaking out into the street, and in 1999, he injured a neighbor when she stuck her hand in his outdoor cage. St. James and his wife LaDonna defended their beloved pet, explaining that the neighbor was wearing bright red nail polish, and Mo mistook her fingers for his favorite licorice candy. However, the city had had enough, and Mo was sent to live in an animal sanctuary. The Davises were devastated. St. James and LaDonna traveled to visit Mo regularly. Mo would always jump for joy when he saw his owners return, many times bringing him his favorite beverage, hot chocolate. In 2005, the Davises set out to see Mo with a special surprise for his birthday, but they would end up wishing they'd never gone. Despite their cute faces, chimpanzees are ferocious beasts. They are extremely intelligent, armed with large fangs, and the full-grown adults are strong enough to rip a person apart with only their hands. In the wild, chimps have been documented going to war with rival groups. St. James would experience firsthand the brutish power that primates are capable of. About to greet the birthday boy with a decorated cake in hand, St. James and LaDonna noticed movement out of the corner of their eyes. It was 2 other male chimps who managed to break out of their cages. When LaDonna made eye contact with one of them, the situation escalated quickly. In a flash, the 2 chimps descended upon them with a battle-like fury. One animal bit off LaDonna's thumb, but it was her husband who suffered the worst of the attack. The chimps chewed off a large portion of his face, ripped off his testicles, removed one of his feet, and bit off large chunks of flesh. With St. James Davis barely clinging to life, animal sanctuary employees arrived just in time to subdue the 2 chimps, shooting them both with a handgun. St. James was transported to receive medical care, but now is forever altered by the encounter. The animal sanctuary attempted to rationalize the attack, saying that
I was just about to make a joke about, like, testicles being ripped off or whatever before that, but I didn't make it. I don't know. I didn't have it constructed completely in my brain, so I just was like, whatever. And then all of a sudden, that's what happens in the story. I really wasn't even expecting that to happen. I was gonna make like a joke about like about getting attacked by a monkey and them ripping your junk off, and it just being a like. I was gonna make a transitioning joke. I don't know. Okay.
It's very territorial.
I need to think about the joke a little bit longer.
And the arrival of Mo
so I could tell it perfectly.
into the sanctuary made the other chimps
narrator, she said that the sanctuary tried to rationalize the 2 chimps attack. Well, that's the problem. You can't rationalize how animals behave to be. I mean, it's difficult to rationalize why animals do what they do to begin with. But when they're in captivity, their behavior changes because they're not used to that. So to try to rationalize it is like almost impossible. I'm like, well, it's just not rational to have them there to begin with.
I mean,
unless you're doing a conservation thing, then that's different.
Sounds like, didn't they say they got out of their cage or whatever? It sounds like that was the
It
problem.
was. I mean, it wasn't. That's the weird thing is it wasn't their chimp. It was 2 other chimps that escaped. So who knows what was going on?
So that's how the story went. It wasn't even the star chimp that we were talking about at the beginning.
Which I'm shocked by. I thought it was gonna be their chimp that did something, but
And
but
I mean, like, of course, it makes sense to rationalize what the monkeys did, what they did. It doesn't make sense to rationalize it being okay for them to get out of their cage. Like, that should be like 1,000% like never. It should be, somehow I'm able to like lock my doors and do that kind of stuff even in my own house. If I had a fucking chimp or some crazy animal like that, you bet your ass I'd be locking it up and properly and not.
I think I missed that detail. Like, weren't they attacked at the sanctuary? Like, the 2 chimps attacked them at the sanctuary because, like, their chimp, I forgot the name of their chimp already, had to be moved to that sanctuary, and they went to go see it.
Oh, maybe I was thinking they got out of their cage or something
and followed them. No. I
guess they were in the same.
The city
thing.
told them, hey, you need to put that monkey, in the sanctuary, and you can go visit them there. So they would visit their monkey frequently. And one time when they went to celebrate its birthday, 2 other chimps got out and attacked them.
But they said got out. What's got out mean?
They got out of their cages. It was a sanctuary.
Oh, so they did get out of their cages.
Yes, they got out of their cages, but they didn't follow them all the way home. It happened at the sanctuary.
Oh, no. I get that part. I didn't think they followed them home. I just I was just making sure that there was a cage and they were not properly caged and they got out. And so it's like, of course it makes sense. It's like if you had an alligator and you didn't cage it and it got out and it fucking tore somebody's leg off. It's like, yeah, that's what it does. Like, even if a monkey like is really well mannered, and that might never happen with it, at a sanctuary like this where it's a bunch of monkeys, that's gonna happen at some point if you're not responsible about it. One of them is gonna do the wrong thing and bite somebody's face off or something.
Well, you don't know you don't know how these monkeys are going to respond. Each one's going to respond differently to activity.
Yeah, sure.
Jealous. When the two chimps had an opportunity to show dominance over Mo by hurting his owners, they took it. Although the Davises will never fully recover from the trauma, they still longed for Mo, who was transported to a different facility. Mo the chimp would never return to his human parents. Instead, on June 30th of 2008, he broke out of his enclosure and escaped into San Bernardino County's forests.
Oh no.
The search for Mo turned up no results, with the Davises even privately funding a helicopter charter to look for the chimp. St. James and LaDonna are heartbroken that their baby is potentially still out there somewhere, roaming the California wilderness, worried
dead now.
that he might get bitten by a rattlesnake. Even though St. James and LaDonna were brutally attacked by chimpanzees and witnessed what they are capable of firsthand, they still have so much love for their chimp.
Well, of course, because it wasn't
Most
their
people
chimp
would
that attacked
agree
them.
that
Yeah, this is crazy. It's like a movie. Like, that whole story. That's crazy.
it isn't wise to
Like, it could be made into a movie.
harbor such a wild animal, knowing disaster may inevitably occur. However, sometimes a seemingly normal house pet will wreak havoc
Seemingly?
upon a family. Ferrets are the third most popular pet in America.
What is this, Skabibi? Play this for Hank Chill. If I give you $10, only the first 15 minutes or so.
Skip to 520.
You're not even watching crime videos. No. These fucking animals committed crimes. Okay, they're criminals. And you're
If anyone's committing crimes, it's the humans.
But
that's debate.
Yeah, there's like, I don't know. You're right. This one's not much of a crime video. But
Did you hear about, though, the guy that got mauled to death by monitor lizards?
No.
In his own home?
Nope.
Oh, dude. There's this dipshit. Because you know how big monitor lizards can get, right?
Yeah.
Like, he had like a bunch, and he purposefully made his like home super hot for them. And eventually, because he got bit by one and passed out and fell down, they like ate his body. And his neighbor actually went in and saw it, and he actually made a drawing of the event. Let me find it for you while you're selecting something else.
Okay, I'll play this, I guess. Skabibi.
Yeah, let's look, because Skabibi did give us $10, which, by the way, thank you.
No, he said he would give $10 if I played it.
Oh, well then let's watch it.
I guess I'll do it, but I'm gonna do it sped up. What do you think the ferret did? That's my question.
Dug into some guy's asshole.
What a disgusting little freak.
No, that's it's gerbils that do that, not ferrets.
Government AI.
Okay, I'm gonna put it like sped up a bit so that hopefully they don't claim this stream.
He said only to play, I think, a certain amount of minutes of it, or
yeah, that still can happen. What not? Let me see. So only the first 15 minutes or so. Skip to.
AI-generated fake YouTubers are now a thing, and they're super scary. Hi guys. Recently I found a video on YouTube about Destiny doing some research and some weird things, and one thing caught my attention. This dude named Aegon Chalakian is
I said this was coming. I said it.
supposed to be a person with a lot of influence in the US government, but he never existed, and everything about him is just odd or weird in some way. He has a YouTube channel in which he only speaks directly to a camera, speaks a bunch of nonsense about geopolitical stuff, and does not move. I'm being serious, this guy sits for 3 hours without moving his hands. All across the internet, we can find him. On LinkedIn, Facebook, research archives, and photographed with countless major public figures in governments and academia. Aegon, according to his Facebook and LinkedIn profiles, carries a highly decorated resume, having studied at numerous prestigious institutions like Harvard, MIT, and Stanford. And while this looks impressive, he notes that he somehow attended these universities at the exact same time. Now, as we know, anyone can put anything on a LinkedIn profile, and given that his accolades are so incredibly out there, it's possible that some, if not all of his social media claims are bogus. On top of this, if we perform a search for Aegon Chalakian on the internet, we'll find that hardly any of his actual research comes up. For someone so ingrained, so well networked, you would think that this man's work would be everywhere. But aside from his own profiles, paid articles he himself submitted to the press, and videos from his YouTube channel, little, if anything, is out there.
I think I've seen this guy.
It seems that all we have are a myriad of images depicting Aegon with public figures. However, upon looking at them closer, even these seem strangely uncanny. He can be seen photographed with former CIA Director Stansfield Turner, but it looks... This one's with a Harvard colleague named Robert Merton, but what's going on here? Okay, what about this one? This one looks normal, but no, hold on. Aegon Chalakian has fabricated a massive network of images depicting endless aspects of his life that never happened. This is why he's garnered such an infamous reputation. The bizarre, nonsensical LinkedIn timeline, the unnatural ability to sit still for over 3 hours at a time while professing absolute nonsense, and the photos. His entire online presence rests in the uncanny valley, and given how proficient AI has become at spoofing entire personalities online, this left many across the internet wondering if this could be what's going on here. Is Aegon Chalakian, proficient researcher, world-renowned scientist, and highly decorated alumnus of numerous prestigious universities, even a real person? Or is this one of the most involved examples of the dead internet theory that we've ever seen? On Aegon's channel exists a documentary called
What if I'm not real?
The Impact, and in it, we can hear an
Yeah,
AI
you never really thought about it like that.
George Washington calling the audience to action against a so-called foreign enemy.
I mean,
It goes
you're
on to
real, but
fearmonger
the
about
claims
impending
about
civil war,
yourself aren't.
so
Not real? I'm AI.
called anti-cult
No,
organizations
you're
that
real.
oppose them,
But what do you
and it
say
puts
about
forth various
yourself
potential
isn't.
scenarios.
Who? Hank Chill likes
Oh
his-
my
Skabibi tip for this for Hank Chill, and Hank Chill likes it. I like this.
The end of the world. It is, for all intents
That
and
is
purposes,
interesting.
complete AI slop. And weirdest of all, it goes on for 8 entire hours. If you click around this video, you will learn nothing. It's just a bunch of random propaganda wrapped up in vernacular that simply goes on in circles. Yet, even so, surprisingly, this video has found an audience. Thank you to all that stood up to protect our Constitution and our rights. Yeah, by the way, it's so nice to see actual journalism for a change. You all didn't have the complete story. The rabbit hole goes much deeper. This is 8 hours long, and you're saying we don't have the complete story? What? So I'll just go forth and say it. I refuse to believe that anyone on planet Earth has had the willpower to sit down and attentively watch all 8 hours of this, much less consider it journalism. As we can see, these comments all come from those with randomized usernames, empty YouTube channels, not
Yeah,
a
those are
single profile
bots.
picture. It appears that the only ones here are bots, a revelation that does not help
This is just the
Aegon's
Brett
case.
Keane method of having vote bots. People make comments to make you.
We're going
And
a
now
little bit
it's so
deeper.
much easier
Okay,
to do
in
that with
chat,
AI.
somebody brings up a YouTube video of this guy.
Oh God, I fucking hate Destiny. He's
My
such a
name
piece
is
of shit.
Aegon Chalakian. I am an intelligence educator. I prepare intelligence personnel for clandestine service. The focus of my career has been centered on the intelligence.
As this mystery made its way across the internet thanks to a live stream by Destiny, it led many to
Okay,
scour
yeah,
for
that's
traces of
like,
him
look at
online.
that. Look,
It quickly
pause,
became clear
look at
that
that.
nearly all media involving Aegon.
Did you see it earlier? Like his face was all lit. Look, his face is all lit
Educator.
up.
I
and
prepare
his suit's, like,
intelligence personnel for
ridiculously dark.
clandestine service. The focus of my career has been centered on
Yeah, dude, that's.
As this mystery made its way across the internet
Why is
thanks
this
to a live stream by Destiny, it led many to scour for traces of him
maybe it's
online.
just black,
It quickly became
but
clear that
I don't know,
nearly
it
all
just
media
looks
involving Aegon
off to
Chalakian
me.
Yeah, that looks messed
involved him
up.
speaking in front of a camera. His entire image was incredibly manicured, overproduced, and for a while, it seemed like there was nothing out there that could truly humanize him. But right when people were keen on throwing this entire mystery away as just another case of AI-generated nonsense, a random pandemic-era video depicting a Zoom call, of all things, found its way into the spotlight.
Hey there again.
How you doing?
Well, how about yourself?
Just peachy. I figured I'd step in early and just hang my hat.
Awesome, fabulous. We have some people that are just kind of hanging out here. The judges are deliberating. The pitches took a little bit less time than we had planned for, since we had.
And so, there we have it. Aegon is just peachy. And he's a real person. Turns out that this guy pulled a Stephen McDaniel and somehow sat still for 3.5 hours, which is weird, but okay. So that's all this is then, right? A conspiracy theory YouTube channel run by an old man doctoring photos of himself and over-embellishing his achievements to make him seem more legitimate than he is. Someone who, admittedly, seems pretty nice according to this call. And someone who found himself ensnared in an online conspiracy about his very existence. Completely out of nowhere. You know, the reason I do what I do is because of mysteries just like this. Creepy internet anomalies that we can investigate and solve with a logical conclusion. Aegon has fabricated an entire online persona, and admittedly, it was an engaging investigation. So thank you guys so much for watching.
He's AI.
Something is wrong. All throughout Aegon's comment section, we'll notice the same commenters spread out across his uploads. And upon taking a look, interesting. What's going on with this?
Representatives of the Creative Society delivered a substantive presentation addressing one of the most pressing issues that has long been the subject of my research and concern for many years.
Weird, but okay. What the hell's the Creative Society? There it is, again. Okay, I'm not trying to be tinfoil hatty, but there are way too many oddities taking place with this channel. Every single comment supports Aegon. They seem to heavily lean Russian. They all connect in some way to something called Creative Society. And upon closer inspection, why is Aegon on their website? From what it seems, Aegon Chalakian isn't just a one-man show. It's a group. So who in the
He
world?
reminds me of the old guy from Dexter that hooks up with Dexter's sister. Or Dexter's sister has a crush on. It's like the old guy that eats a sandwich.
I never watched Dexter, so I wouldn't know.
Worlds are these people?
But like, do you see the
Here's a
Saw
typical morning
killer,
routine as
too?
someone who owns 11 pets.
Okay, I've been making this brown sugar mocha dalgona lately. Nescafe is helping me.
November 7th, 155 miles per hour winds just wiped out 80% of the city.
It is what all people want. We've been conducting a lot of surveys for several years.
No day without informing about Creative Society.
It is not some saintly cult. The Creative Society is all of humanity. And when I say all, it means all.
We should join Creative Society.
Making its way onto every social media algorithm across the vast
I'm
ocean of the
joining
internet is an
tomorrow.
idea. An idea
Alright.
that, on the surface, sounds idyllic. The sort of thing you'd hear in,
Type up
let's
a
say, a
resume,
dream.
boy.
The long-awaited arrival of a future we were
just gonna
promised,
join.
yet never came. And one that'll radically transform the lives of everyone that chooses to follow it. It goes by the Creative Society, and it's spilling out on a TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, really anywhere with an audience online. Take a look around, and chances are you'll find it. Front and center on our website, we're greeted with oddly familiar dialogue. Today, as the global community faces an increasing threat of natural disasters, the pursuit of security and sustainability has become fundamental for everyone. This situation requires immediate and decisive collective action. Just like the Earth Safe Science Collaborative, we're confronted with a conveyor belt of ideas, videos, and scientific reports that scaremonger about many of the same problems that Aegon told us about earlier. nanoplastics, catastrophic earthquakes, and increase in turbulence in the Earth's atmosphere. It honestly sounds like a complete rehash of the exact same information, so much so that when I was digging through this, I found myself wondering why they even bothered creating another site at all. Upon heading over to their About page, we're given somewhat of an answer, as the site goes from a retread of familiar information to something completely out of left field. According to the wall of information before us, the Creative Society is more than just a bunch of scientists peddling dramatic theories about climate change. It's an international project uniting volunteers from over 180 countries, aka most of the world, with the goal of transitioning in a legal and peaceful way within the shortest possible time to a new creative format of society worldwide. Further down, they go on to reveal that their aims include eradicating climate change, which they believe is caused not by humans, but cosmic forces, as well as miraculously putting an end to all wars. They guarantee that under this new system, all adults will receive a universal basic income every month and an extra $100,000 upon the birth of their first child. Free healthcare will exist across the world, travel without restrictions, the eradication of all debts, mortgages, and taxes, and all of this can be achieved if we simply follow their lead and unite under the Creative Society.
Told you we should join. Now you really want it.
I don't, because it's such bullshit.
No, this clearly all sounds way too good to be true. Much like how Aegon came off, it feels completely outlandish and conspiratorial.
Because, I mean, I don't have to wake up as early as I used to, but I do still have to wake up early. I have to go to fucking the Veterans Resource Center over at my school and make sure my classes are lined up perfectly.
Yeah,
so
that's all good. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. You know what? In regards to the animal thing. Oh shit.
I gotta stop giving you money, since you not even real.
That's funny. Yeah. Thank you, Scooby.
There you go. I don't want to leave you hanging, so I send you saying in DMs if you want to use that for now or for later. But I'm gonna clock out. All right, everybody.
Okay.
Peace.
All right, have a
Thanks
good
for having
night.
me
Yeah, have a great night.
Thank you.
Alright, mate. Alright, mate. So guys, yeah, please let's keep it up on the goal. We're doing really good. We're at 38% now. Normally I'd have Red Eye here, but he's got the I don't know. He's got the kangaroo disease or something. I don't know. I'll make some sort of roo disease joke, but I don't know. I don't know nothing. I'm on my own. I mean, if one of the $10 patrons are in the chat and they want to join, I could probably do that. I don't know. Yeah, Skep. Yeah, it's whatever. I don't know. What should we do now, guys? Should I keep this stream going? Boy. Would it be possible for us to get halfway on the goal next here? Trying to do good on this goal tonight. We're 38% on the goal. You know what I'm saying? I do like that video. I mean, we could go back and watch more. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know nothing. Boy, that was interesting. Power World, Arnie? That's crazy, boy. Power World? Yeah, I need Eve over here. Yeah, Arnie? Pal World, says Arnie. Wow, Arnie. Should I switch over to gaming? I mean, I can do it. No, you can't do that, Arnie. Maybe I should do that. I mean, all right, how about open the server so you can join when you want? We can do that. What should we do, guys? Should I switch to gaming? Or should we keep with the high crimes? Damn. We can do good enough on the goal right now to keep this going. I'll keep it going a bit longer. If not, I guess I'll switch over to the main channel and do gaming. Is that what we're doing? The old man called. Oh yeah, the creative whatever. I mean, there's a lot more to that video. I don't know how long that goes on for. Better not be a little retard boy. Tell ye.
Stay in high crimes for 2 more hours.
Stay in high crimes for 2 more hours, Arnie. Thank you, Arnie. I didn't realize that you liked high crimes so much. Well, now that I know. Two hours is plenty of time. Yeah, I was thinking about switching over to Pal World, but then Arnie comes through and tips a bunch of money for me to stay on here. This is crazy.
Government AI-generated fake YouTubers are now a thing, and they're super scary. Hi guys, recently I found a video on YouTube.
Alright. So yeah, thank you. Thank you. Let's keep it up on the goal. I'm hoping we hit the goal tonight. We're doing great. We're halfway. Thank you, thank you.
Interesting. What's going on with this? Creative Society. Man show. And one that'll radically transform the lives of everyone that chooses to follow it. It goes by the Creative Society, and it's spelling out on a TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, immediate. Upon within the shortest possible.
This is what DVD.
No, this clearly all sounds way too good to be true. Much like how Aegon came off, it feels completely outlandish and conspiratorial. To be honest, it feels like the Creative Society has more in common with something like a religion, or perhaps even.
My neighbor in my house, like, just if I'm facing out the guy to my left, he is a cult leader. He has this cult called the Creative Society.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
What did they do?
They're like a doomsday kind of like they're a doomsday cult, but they're like eco-doomsday. So they think that we're in the end of humanity, and the only way to bring us out of it is like through their method of creativity.
The concept of a new world order. A list of 8 pillars that their values are based around. The weird Illuminati-looking logo. All of this is packaged exactly like a cult. And although it seems obvious in hindsight, if you had merely stumbled upon it when scrolling online, you likely wouldn't even second guess it. This entire organization looks authentic. It pulls you in with its lengthy, seemingly well-researched reports and videos on important topics, led by experts who look legitimate. And it promises of a perfect world where you can be free, if only you spread their message. And somehow, it's actually working. Plastered all over their website are image after image after image, depicting everyday people posing with Creative Society paraphernalia. From what it seems, this group is utilizing their appearance to wiggle their way into various climate expos, US-based business conventions, and even medical offices. This, combined with their immensely aggressive social media presence, in which their videos are spammed on nearly every platform you can think of, gives insight into why so many around the world have found their cause. Like with everything else, they carry the appearance of doing a net good for the world. However, as I sit here writing this, I am honestly more confused than ever, because quite literally none of this makes any sense. So far, we've seen 2 interconnected climate activist groups that are very clearly peddling more than they've let on. Doing any sort of surface-level research into any of them reveals that their claims are extraordinary. They distort science, fabricate their credibility, and even on the Creative Society's website, they go on about a utopian new world order. Either none of these people are doing any research into the organizations they're so outwardly supporting, or they are, and I'm just the crazy one that doesn't see their vision. To me, the entire existence and support of the Creative Society is one massive paradox. People should be writing them off. So what really is going on here? Upon scouring the net for any information about this group, I happened upon an article written in 2022 on BBC.com, penned by 2 climate disinformation reporters named Marco Silva and Marilyn Thomas. They dive into, of all things, how the Creative Society is fraudulent. They explain how several high-profile scientists were, at one point, invited to speak at their online events, mistakenly believing that they'd be educating the public, only to have their words entirely twisted. They claimed that video footage was edited to remove any mention of the human causes of climate change, instead framing them as if they agreed with the Creative Society's outlandish views. Since then, these fraudulent videos have been blasted across their socials, fueling propaganda and continuing to attract more and more of the general populace to their cause. It's clear that this toxic combination of distortion and dissemination is what's quietly elevating them to prominence. But even still, there's a question brimming in the back of my mind. Who exactly is behind all of this? On their website, the Creative Society simply states that there's no one person funding or directing them. It's all just this undulating network of volunteers banding together to change humanity. However, it's when we scour the BBC article when we'll find that that isn't exactly true. Within it, they name drop a man, someone who's been affiliated with the Creative Society and shows up throughout the bulk of their online presence. In fact, it's a man who you've already seen several times throughout this video, hosting their conferences, introducing their YouTube videos, speaking on their network of over 200 channels across thousands of videos. He doesn't exactly hide himself, but he remains just distant and unfamiliar enough to the average person to not arouse suspicion and to coordinate things from behind the scenes. His name is Igor Mikhailovich Danilov, formerly a chiropractor, now the leader of the Creative Society, and someone who's also listed as the leading figure in a Ukrainian spiritual movement, which... Hold on. Alatra is known for promoting pseudoscience and wild conspiracy theories involving aliens and secretive powerful elites that sacrifice children. Okay, that is an absolutely insane statement, but that name... We've seen that name before. Right under our nose, a group has been operating. And upon digging into them further and cross-referencing them with the Earth Save Science Collaborative and the Creative Society, it's become clear to me that everything we've covered up to this point was nothing but a front. A funnel to the real core of this rabbit hole. Alatra. Hidden within every climate report and embedded in every viral video are endless references to something called Alatra, an organization which, as it turns out, has much deeper and more expansive roots than anything we've seen so far. They're the ones behind the Creative Society project, the ones paying Egon Chalakian to lobby in the US government, the true puppet master behind this sprawling network of interconnected accounts that are quietly taking over the internet. While up to this point, we've seen the prior groups spreading misinformation and outlandish ideas, what Alatra truly believes at their core is so far out there, so off the rails, that I struggle to comprehend how they've ever been taken seriously. According to the videos on their vast network of YouTube channels, they sincerely believe that humans are capable of telepathy and have conducted several experiments using a walk-in pyramid where volunteers transmit symbols with their minds in front of a live audience. They have videos showing members taking photographs of their thoughts, infographics about the soul coming from space, even podcast appearances where they talk about aliens living among us.
Considering the level of their development, the Apexians had already colonized millions and millions of planets by that time. And naturally, they had developed methods of working with humanoids like us,
Arnie,
right? So they took the simplest option. They elevated themselves to the rank of God.
Why'd you send me furry stuff, Arnie? You know, Not to send me that stuff. What the fuck, Arnie? Hold on 1 second, guys. My allergies are just crazy today. My allergies are crazy today. Yeah, dude. Arnie, why do you keep sending me freaking crazy stuff like that? What's wrong with you, boy? Sending me all this furry stuff. Something wrong with you, boy. I'll tell you what. Alright, back to, okay, so what should we watch now here? I think I don't know, we've watched a lot of this. Right? No, we ain't watching no Mr. Ballin'. No, I don't want to watch the furry video. This is high crimes, guys. We gotta use... No. Let's cover criminal videos, guys. If you guys want, I don't know, should I just move over to the main channel? I don't want to watch no Mr. Ballin', Arnie. Okay, that's crazy. Nobody likes Mr. Ballin'. I mean, sure, a lot of people like him, but I don't like him. But nobody likes him. No. Mr. Ballin sucks. It's all a scam. He's no good. It's criminal to not watch the furry video. What? No. I'm gonna go to prison again? Again? Hold on, let me blow my nose real quick here. Gosh, freaking been blowing my nose all day. So no, I don't want to watch the furry video on high crimes. We can save stuff like that for the normal stream. I can switch over if you guys prefer. Cover Shabisky on high crimes? No, that guy's too dark for this channel. He's disgusting. He's a freak. Hold on, let me. All right. Boy. Alright, so let's see what should we do? What does Arnie think who's tipping through Streamlabs? Should we stay on high crimes or should we switch over? What would they prefer? Damn, Das. What to do? What to do in this crazy world we're living in? You know, that's what I'm thinking. This place is weird. Crazy world. Arnie, don't be putting links in the chat, boy. Don't you angry me now, boy. I'll tell you what. Boy, don't you tell me what to watch now, boy, Arnie. Alright, let's Whoa!
Cult of Lamb.
Alright, let's do it, Das. Let's do it. I'm down for that. I mean, I feel like I was liking that game. And I like that I'm making a cult. So, alright, I'm gonna transfer everybody over to the other thing here. Let me see. So make sure I got this right. Okay, so everybody that's here, here's a link in the chat to where I'm going to move over to. I'm also just going to set it up where it should automatically try to move you over to that stream when I end this stream. There we go. I'll redirect you there. And, alright. Peace out. I'll see you guys